we went back and sold all of our stuff to
Zoldash.
Zoldash. That's his
Who
name.
killed him with the name?
Repetitions.
He gave us
Greg's character growth.
he gave us a bunch of money.
Oh, fuck! We didn't do it for the money. We did it for a shitload of money.
As well as writs to buy high level items.
One
Get
each.
it?
After that, we just kind of wandered around for a
We
while.
really talked to him about a lot of stuff, though.
Right.
Like the different lords of the different quadrants of the surrounding area,
Mm-hmm.
and like just the power structure in general.
And some of their history.
Yeah.
We also talked to him about the quest that he gave you.
Oh.
Not so much a quest, but a secret mission.
A job to kill a guy.
Yeah. Do you remember? You have to remember his
We're
name.
killing a slumlord.
Yes.
The
We're out to
slumlord
kill
of the most westernmost part of the servants' quarters.
Correct. Halden. Not the westernmost part of the servants' quarters. Though he controls the westernmost part of the southern slums. The whole
Oh,
south
okay.
side of the city.
Got it.
So
I knew it was
he's
western
fairly
something.
powerful. Mm-hmm.
He's got a few
Y'all.
thugs that he's employed.
Correct.
3 bodyguards who are kind of just like his strongmen that he has tied along with him. Krot was the first person that Zoldash sent to deal with him, but he hasn't been heard of in a few days.
That works.
Yeah.
Correctamundo.
Yeah, he's like, they stand outside when he's home. And he probably has wards and shit also when he leaves. So we're gonna try and poison him in a bar.
We're gonna fuck him up.
Poison him at a bar. A bar. And then, and if that doesn't work, like the next day we'll, because we have time, you know, a girl isn't dying each night. I mean, she might be because of slum conditions, but not
that's different.
as a direct action.
Right. Zoldash just wants this done, and he wants it done well, more than he wants it done quickly.
Right. Cool.
So he gave you that. He also gave you a letter that you received from
Right,
Lady
from Lady
Elenia.
Elenia, because she wants to see us. She wants to see us tonight.
She wants to see us when we have time to go see her.
Yeah.
Right.
Didn't say tonight, but. She wants to thank you for killing the serial killer that cut out people's vocal cords for singing her songs.
Right.
Because he was psycho.
Don't you dare. It was a PG-13 strain. No, it's way worse.
Like El Dorado?
Oh yeah. The city of gold.
Mm.
That's why I have so much gold.
Like thick gold.
We need more.
Yeah, dude, I don't even have I don't even have a platinum yet.
Yeah, you need a lot more.
Yeah, you do.
What do I have, 9 platinum?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Kinda disappointing. Platinum should be 1,000 gold. Platinum should be 1,000 gold. McMurray's a piece of shit.
Weather. Oh my god. Yes.
We then went and wandered the streets and talked to a really young guy outside of the whatchamajigget longhouse on the west side for the town guard.
Secondary barracks.
That's
Oh,
the word.
right. That,
I
yeah.
asked him a bunch of questions about the religion.
Which?
Yeah.
Cargo. I did not take as many notes. Oh, notes from Happy Youth. There they are. Okay.
Yes.
Um,
Ooh, I don't think you ever actually asked his name.
we did not.
Yeah.
That's what I
Fine.
just left it.
It doesn't matter. You're welcome.
I had a name for him.
Fuck you.
I've forgotten it now.
I know the answer. I know you have a name for every fucking character we talk to.
Oh, impeccable impulse skill.
Which are shoddy accents.
So Relahar,
I'm copying Charlie doing a bad British accent in Hazbin Hotel. He
nice.
says that line. Mm.
Relahar ended up fighting Tolvorin, a monstrous creature who was leading a cult, and after his defeat was when he started ascending to godhood. It's also how he got the scar on his eye. Happened about 100 years after the city was founded.
Correct.
Backstory.
That was last session.
Do you remember?
We learned about the magic house,
The
which
magic
I will be
house?
going to.
Magical Customs.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
And then we started making our way into the experimental magic district, where there were fireworks happening apparently.
Yeah.
Correct.
And I have a really long da 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 do typed in here for some reason that I'm gonna delete now. But
Da 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 do.
yep.
Yeah. So it's not so much fireworks that you see as just like random spurts of color in the air. Some close to you, some in the distance. Some of those are followed by like wisping fog that eventually sparkles out and dies.
So is it colored fog? Is it colored light? Is it
What the fuck is happening?
bubbles in the air?
This is the
I
experience.
roll
of
perception
magic.
check.
Yeah, you're just seeing a lot of weird stuff. You're hearing strange noises. As you walk through like different streets, you get greeted by different smells. That like some of them you can kind of place, like burning hair, and then some you're like, what is that? You have no idea like what it could possibly be. This is a strange place, full of strange things. Almost everyone you see on the street is like a scholarly type. Yes, but they're not commoners. Some of them look like they maybe have a little bit of money, but no one is like dressed in finery here.
Got it.
It's
So they're all commoners.
no,
Commoners are just like the common folk.
not really. There's more than just commoners here. Being like a scholar means you're more than a
Okay.
commoner.
Well,
You'll see people running around with like rolls of parchment under their hands, or like carefully balancing pots full of strange liquids. And you can see it's mostly what look like apartments, like smaller buildings. There's a decent amount of shops, and almost 100% of them are like strange magic shops.
nice.
Like they're either just materials or they're like selling some weird stuff. Like you see one sign that says oh my god, so much. Ilios wares for tears is like a strange sign that you see. There are other signs like Grimbots and the Top Up. All just kind of off kilter. As you're walking, you'll also see occasionally like larger, very sturdy looking buildings. And these normally have people just coming in and out with, normally if they're coming in, they look like fairly composed, and if they're coming out, they're kind of like sweaty, maybe their hair is still a little singed.
It's like a magic gym. I'm gonna stop a dude
Perhaps.
going in.
Fair. What do you ask
Be like,
him?
hey, what's this building?
It's the laboratory.
So it's
Just
like
one of the few.
just where you do experiments.
Of course.
Is there
One of
any
the best
kind?
places.
Is there any like open area for testing fire magic?
Ooh, no, we don't really have a lot of space for testing that. I mean, if you want to test like open area, any kind of spell, it's probably best to go north, outside of the city walls.
Right.
If you're trying to test anything that's, I mean, probably going to kill you if you're in one of the small laboratory spaces. You should probably head outside the city. We don't really have. Well, I say that, and people still do their testing in their apartment because they don't want to pay for the laboratory.
Have you seen a woman with green robes and red trim and silver hair doing fire magic, or just existing?
Green clothes, red. No, we get a lot of strange folk, but I don't think I've seen an elf that looked like that.
I didn't say elf. Where have you seen her?
Didn't? Pretty sure you said elf.
I didn't actually say elf.
Okay.
But
Then why did I ignore
where
it?
the fuck was she? I never said she was murdered with a spoon. You did it. No worries.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Okay.
Do you like transmutation magic?
I don't know. Which
I
one's
do.
transmutation magic?
Wonderful. Would you like to participate in an experiment?
Wait,
What's
pause.
your
Hold on. Wait.
Well, I'm trying to turn stone to flesh and back again.
What the Edward?
And I want to be able to fuse it with people so they can have
Daddy.
stone armor.
Papa.
That sounds painful.
Papa.
Yes, it's very painful. I mean, you look at these scars. And he like rolls up his arm and there's just like gouges in his arm from experimenting on himself. Like, it'll be amazing once I can get this to work.
That sounds fantastic. I wish you the best of luck, but I just remembered I have an appointment and I just start walking away.
Your son is strange.
Yeah.
Do you want to experiment with transmutation magic?
I already mastered it, and I point to the sentinel.
Ah! And he knocks on the sentinel.
It was an orc, and then I walk away.
Really? Does the sentinel follow you or just like
Yeah.
stand while he's
It
inspecting?
follows me.
Whatever. I've got work to do! And he heads into the laboratory.
I just want to dishearten him by saying someone else already proved it.
Well, you turned flesh to stone. He wants stone to flesh
I
to
turned
stone.
flesh to fucking metal. He wants like a
Right.
temporary enchantment to like harden his arms in combat.
No, he wants to take stone, fuse it to his flesh by making it flesh, and then turn it back to stone. So that he has
Oh.
stone fused to his flesh as armor. That doesn't wear off.
That's really
And he
weird.
uses AC.
Alright.
Yep, that's why it's experimental. It's fucking weird.
Hard no.
As we're walking down the street, I would like to keep my eyes open for any kind of apothecary shop or any kind of sign that might indicate that it might have to do with alchemical creation.
You can quite easily find a few shops that do that with like little bottles on their signs.
Oh.
What are they called?
Filters and Fun is like the first one that you notice that has like a nice cheery sign.
Okay, I'll go into that
I
one.
feel like the cheerier the sign, the more likely they're gonna have like super fucking deadly poisons.
It's technically possible.
Right,
Or at least the
I guess I
ingredients
would.
needed.
Yeah. I would.
As you walk in, are you gonna follow?
Yeah.
Okay. So Andre and Hitachi both walk into Filters and Fun, where the fun never stops as long as you keep drinking filters. Hey!
Diarrhea.
It's a brightly lit store with hundreds of glittering vials all throughout the store. It extends for a fair bit. It's a moderately large store, and there are a few other customers like checking out vials, mostly like other scholarly types, and you can see one woman who will like talk to someone for a little while, then move on to the next person, and like bring people back to make sales. So she's the proprietor of the shop. What would you like to look for?
We wanted there or someone?
I just start doing a general examination of the type of vials and any kind of labeling system I have in the store.
all of the vials are quite properly labeled. There's a section that's like actually magical potions, and it's kind of the ones that you've been familiar with, but it's like an extended inventory. And the pricing on them is all around, like some of the smallest ones, let's say like health potion, around 50 gold pieces. It goes up to some potions that are about 200 gold pieces, and those actually are like set back a little from the side and have like a little bit of protection in front of them. But you also have other areas that are just like different liquids, used for a bunch of different things like alchemical ingredients, cleaning supplies that are just like high potency, like bleach kind of things that are meant to like clean up after magic experiments or like wipe shit out.
We could just make them drink acid.
Yeah. You do see some low, like along with those cleaning supplies are like low acidity acids, things that are like
Solvents.
more powerful than like vinegar, but vinegar's acidic, but yeah. But nothing like crazy powerful.
Like
Nothing
less than lye.
Yes, exactly.
After perusing for a little while, I went to wave down the woman who's bouncing around.
She comes over to both of you and goes, "Yes, what can I help you with?"
We've got a problem. So we're traveling from outside. We're just stopping by for the festival. But
Are you here for filters or fun?
the fun. Always the fun.
Wonderful.
It's the best part, isn't it?
We're here for Mary. Mary
Cheers.
Judy Smith.
So we've got this hobgoblin problem back at home, and they keep raiding our town. I was hoping to find something while I was here that I could put in our food. They like to steal our food, maybe put in our food, and then they would just not come back. Maybe die.
Well, that might not be the best way to kill hobgoblins, but if you're intent on it, I mean, because you might actually eat the food if you forget which food has what. But let's see, something that would kill hobgoblins. I mean, really, you could put some of these stronger acids like in a soup for them.
Fantastic.
Probably a good idea.
Would there be one that doesn't have much of a smell or taste?
That also acts super quickly.
Within a day or so.
That's very quick.
As long as it's within a day, we're fine.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything that's immediate and also like more subtle. But let's see. I guess if you she starts like looking through all the rows, and she pulls out a small vial of like light yellowish liquid. It's like pee if you're moderately hydrated. Like nice. She pulls down one, and she pulls down another one. She says, "How many hobgoblins did you say you had?"
We don't know. They just keep coming through our town and taking stuff. So.
Oh my. Okay. I guess. I mean, if you kill a few, they probably won't come back. So 2 is probably enough. Spread this out between maybe 6 bowls of soup, 3 bowls of soup for each of them. Should kill the hobgoblins nicely.
How
does it work?
So basically, what's going to happen is this is a moderate cleaning material meant to sit for a while, and you eventually scrub it off, and it just removes dirt and stains and everything. But if you ingest it, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so it's meant to do that, but it's toxic if ingested, and it takes, I mean, depending on the dosage, takes a decent amount of time to kill someone. Probably the way I suggested it within the soups, maybe like 45 minutes, hour. That's just to get like the maximum effect among the hobgoblins. I'm sure if you only have one hobgoblin and you just dumped a whole bunch of it in the soup, like their insides would just get stripped and would fall out of their asshole.
if you mix it
Oh,
with,
that's quite graphic. Thank you for the image.
If you mix it with
You're welcome.
alcohol, does
We've
anything
experimented
happen?
with this.
Does anything happen if you mix it with alcohol?
Let's find out. She takes one of the files. Goes, come, and she has like a little apothecary area behind her desk. And she pulls
So like a hood and stuff?
Yes. Yeah, with like a little fume hood.
Nice.
And she puts on some big fucking gloves and reaches.
I stand behind Fiodor.
Probably a good idea. And she uncorks one of the bottles and then looks and goes, alcohol. Has like a small little vial of it. And then she takes like a flask and pours some of the paint, what's called paint thinner.
Is it an Erlenmeyer
Magical
flask?
paint thinner.
What kind of flask is
It
it?
is an Erlenmeyer.
Erlenmeyer.
And then, and it kind of sizzles a little bit, but then it stops. And she looks at it, pulls it around, and goes, seems moderately unchanged. Let's test it out.
Very unchanged.
And she just like
Drinks it.
hawks a loogie and spits onto the apothecary's table and pours out the liquid on it, and then you see like the mucus bubble,
Science.
and she like sponges it away.
Bill.
Well, that seems to work pretty well.
While she's doing all of this, can I smell the concoction? Does it have any noticeable aroma?
When she first pours it out, you can smell a little bit, but it's quickly overtaken by like the sharp tang of the alcohol. Yeah.
Is the alcohol clear?
Yes.
Does it discolor the alcohol? Does it make it look yellowish?
She did kind of like a 1-for-1, so it's still slightly yellowish.
What color is razor wine?
Razor wine is clear. But when you were served razor wine, you were not served it in a glass.
It was like a cup. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
I have like just over half a bottle of razor wine, so we can just pour all that will fit into it, and then like have, when they get pretty drunk at the bar, have like the waiter bring over like shots of it that I pour for them from a bar, from like, and I'm at the other end of the bar like disguised as a pretty girl or something. Then we'll just take the shots, and we'll just send over the bottle and glasses and cups.
Sounds good.
She turns back to you with the 2 flasks and goes, "Aha!
What are you selling
Wonderful.
these for?
These? Oh, I guess if you're doing 2, probably like 10 gold pieces for both of these. These are fairly common materials, not
Great.
too tough to make."
I'll give you 15 gold if you can tell me how you made them. I just really like learning stuff.
Oh, sure, yeah, I can. Let me. And she goes down through her apothecary's desk and like pulls out a big drawer that just has like folders.
It's an SDS binder.
Yeah! Safety! D&D safety. She pulls out a little like leaflet that explains like how this is made, and she hands it to you with the vials.
Hand her over 15 gold.
Can we just have other
Wonderful.
leaflets?
I don't have enough to just give you all of them. I mean,
Right.
when I sell something like this, only if people ask do I give them what's in it. I try to just
Got
explain
it.
most of it, but I always keep a few extra just in case. But I really don't have enough to give you all of them.
In the future, if we like bought something from you, could we then like, if we brought parchment, copy over the recipe,
Oh, sure.
or just come in and copy?
You
over
can
the
just come
recipe
and copy and just, I'll charge you a little bit for like space, because I need the space to sell stuff. So
Right.
Yeah,
right.
It'll
that's
be a
it.
little bit of
You're
money.
trying to run a business.
Cool.
Yeah.
Laboratory rate, 2 silver pieces a day.
Oh, that's fucking great.
Yeah. We'll be around.
Fuck, we can blow shit
Sounds
up all
good.
day long. I don't know why we're not blowing shit up right now. Anyone?
Go watch it blow up all day.
What? I'm a fuck. I
Fuck
don't
shit.
fuck about your kids. Fuck, I could watch cops on bicycles falling all day.
Oh man, I saw that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. We're the bike squad. Oh god.
I would like to get a little wave as I turn around and just start to head out the shop.
I follow, and after I like exit, I'm gonna like walk around to like the alley of a building. Is it an acceptable place to pee?
Oh yeah.
Cool. And then I go pee in the alley of the building.
Oh, fantastic.
Computer follows you.
Oh, he's gonna stand guard.
Yeah. So you'll get shanked while peeing.
Satoshi goes as what?
Everybody's peeing. Yay! Pee. The only person in the chat's my sister, and she's on mute, so it is okay. Okay.
Small bodies empty their bladder quickly.
Pew! Like a little jet. When you look at the little leaflet, it seems like most of the materials are fairly common. You don't really need to use a lot of like magic to make this. That's why it's not expensive. You just have to actually go and buy all the things and like spend some time like grinding them and like titrating them.
Neat. From the list of ingredients that I'm looking at, are any of them particular? Do I note any of them that would be particularly potent in the recipe? Like, are there? Would I have the background knowledge to identify any of the strongest pieces of the
Do you need
recipe?
a thing? We're in game. Some questions.
Oh, you go pee. You just started the drive.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's really confusing. I was like, how'd you? Okay.
Sorry. Notice if any of them were wet.
We're wet.
While looking through the ingredients list, I'm
Water's
just
an
curious
ingredient.
if I have any background knowledge on the ingredients used in them, and if there are any particular ones that are unusually potent that I should keep an eye out for.
Yes, based on your knowledge of poisons, you can tell that a few of these, like especially a few of the herbs, are like poisonous if chewed in large amounts, and it's their interactions that are creating this like acidic liquid. And you can also recognize that a few of them are also used in other poisons that you know how to make. So this is like, it's an acid made from some parts of poisons. That's why it's a good cleaner.
Neat. Fantastic. Well, is there anywhere in the area you'd like to explore there, Satoshi?
Not really. Do you want to go to a place that has like dope magic items, or do you want to like look for the girl, or do you want to? Remember, I guess we could like spend the day here, and then at night go back to whatever bar what's his fucking assholes in, and just like give killing him a shot.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not really a lot of like planning to be done for this individual attempt.
It's what, mid-afternoon? Early afternoon?
It's like
Yeah.
pre-lunch, right?
Mid-afternoon.
Oh,
It's
okay.
around lunchtime, like
Okay.
noonish.
Got it.
There are people eating in the street.
Ooh.
Eating skewered eels, eating fish, eating pork.
The shrieking eels.
Slide like a quarter
But
pound of
it's
salted pork and you start nibbling.
I don't.
You don't have any food.
Yeah.
Do you not have like rations?
Maybe I'm not hungry. I'm gonna eat some cheese.
Yes.
Um,
There are no balanced meals in D&D.
No such thing.
This is how I eat in life, so.
Yeah, magic shot. Magic shot.
I have 6 drops of preserved vocal cords.
Oh, that would be a weird thing to eat.
What if I could sell them for a song?
A song?
Yeah, it's like when you get a good price on something, it's the saying is like, I got it for a song, which means you got it for like a very cheap. It's a
I've never heard that.
yeah, it's a saying, and it's funny.
Is it British?
I mean, probably originally, so it's like all of our shit.
Not
A
all.
lot of our shit, but I don't know. I don't know. It's funny when you're talking about selling vocal cords. The idea of selling them for a song.
I thought you were literally going to like
No,
petition a bard
I know.
for a song.
I wasn't. It was an
Try.
attempt at a joke.
Ooh, he's trying. Mr. Reese's.
I'm gonna eat my Ritz.
They taste like paper and ink.
Yay.
The ink tastes like dirt. Which Rit did you eat?
I didn't eat any Ritz.
Magic item drops.
Yeah, cool.
Mm.
Which one looks like the highest end?
Mm.
You still have to travel to get there. Like we're in the Magic Quarter District.
Yeah.
The Experimental Quarter District. You need to get over to the.
Right. So there are still
right,
some
okay.
magic shops, but they're like odd.
Right, okay. Let's go to the...
The like commercial magic district is where most people buy their stuff.
Let's go to commercial. I want name brand.
Cool.
I want
Well,
my Louis Vuitton.
you turn around
Marvelous protection.
and start heading over to the commercial magic district and make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, fucking right. Why are you doing with advantage?
Is that because of your cloak of
Can
alchemy?
I do it with advantage?
Oh, sorry. I'm operating as a barbarian still.
Either way, you could have told with disadvantage, you still would have gotten a 14.
6, 8, 13.
16.
Nice. As you're just walking along
Do you
the
want
street,
one?
you hear a and the door flies off its hinges and lightning shoots out into the street. It strikes a few other people.
Oh, Piotr got a nat 20.
Oh yeah, he needs one too.
Yeah, he got a nat 20.
That works.
Door shoots out into the street dramatically.
The lightning hits both of you. It actually hits Piotr and goes like into the sky and dissipates.
He's also made of metal.
Yeah, he whirred his existence so fast that it. But you take 12 damage and you take 6 damage from the lightning.
Nice.
And then a medium-sized half-elf covered in soot emerges out of the door. It's like, fuck, and looks around at like the other people just to make sure no one's dead. He goes, shit. All right, fine. And he like points at the door and it levitates and he pulls it back to him and like holds it up and goes, motherfucker.
The fuck was that? Hey, fuckhead.
What?
Do you have any? Do you know any healing spells?
Yeah, sure. Why?
You should heal us because you damaged us.
You can heal yourselves.
I'm gonna take it out of your ass.
There's only poop in my ass.
Look, I'm gonna damage you as much as you damaged us.
This guy also just likes poop, so be careful.
He looks at you and goes,
I eat shit like you for breakfast.
Okay. Alright, fine. And he just points at both of you with his fingers, and you each get healed for 6 points of damage.
I was like, is he gonna fucking shoot lightning at us?
Now don't fucking bother me again for healing. Stupid magic.
Bother us for
He
damage.
walks back with his door.
Won't bother you if you're healing, but what the fuck were you doing?
Oh. Are you interested in experimental magic, perhaps? And he lets the door just...
We're just interested in knowing what experimental magic you were doing.
Wondrous! And he hurries up to
Without,
you.
like, anyone getting any closer to anyone else or moving from where they are.
Too bad, too late. And as he's closer to you, you can see that one of his eyes is just black.
This fucking guy.
It's not hollow, it's just black.
Right.
And the other one, the like sclera is all emerald, and it just has a where you'd expect like an iris and a pupil, it's just sapphire. And he like looks at the two of you, and you can only see one pupil move, but like from the twitches in the black eye, you can tell that it's moving around. Well, I was working on combining lightning magic with force magic. And if I could get them to go together, I could do thunder and lightning at the same time.
Force lightning.
Exactly. Force lightning.
But thunder comes after lightning.
That's why I want them together.
And it only happens
Double
when it's
potency.
raining.
Fuck the rain. I'm God. I make all this happen. That's what magic is for. Destroying nature. Creating what I want. Everything is mine.
How hard are you right?
Oh, there's a he's pitching a tent.
Perception check.
You don't need a perception check. You can tell. You're just like,
You perceive it.
he's like crazy. And he's-
Cool. So what's going on with your eyes then, bud? Have some run-ins with some lightning?
Oh, these help me see magic better. It's things I did to myself.
Are there
Very efficient, very
any
effective.
downsides?
Hmm.
Are there anything that anyone would consider a downside?
I mean, maybe a normal person would see it as a downside, but more sensitive to light. But do most of my experiments in the dark. This is about as much daylight as I could deal with.
Wait, I feel like if you're doing experiments on lightning, wouldn't that be like
Oh.
really bright?
I have my goggles for those.
Oh, okay. So you're basically Riddick. He's basically Riddick.
I don't know who Riddick is, but
I know, we need to watch Pitch Black. He hasn't seen Pitch Black. Fuck, I love
what's
Pitch
that?
Black. I love Pitch Black like I love my life. It's a movie. It's a really good movie.
An endeavor for another night.
What are you experimenting on?
More of a social experiment.
I slap his ass and go, I
Wait,
built
what?
this one, and he built that one.
I built this city.
Interesting. A construct's creating a construct.
Hey,
He goes and tries to poke you.
I slapped his hand out of the way.
Good reflexes. Well made.
Yeah, well, thank you. It only took me most of my life.
Now, follow
You're like
codes. And he like shouts in your face, like, move backwards 5 feet.
Stop
Dance
yelling
around.
at me.
Does he not follow his
Doesn't follow
a
your
natural computer?
I don't
natural,
follow your fucking codes, bud.
He's more fun this way.
I guess. I mean, trying to create natural intelligence. Interesting. I've thought about it.
If you believe,
Rather
you're
play with
creative,
time magic, but
What you got going on with that?
I've only been able to skip a second or two in the past or the future. I think
What
I
about
can't separate if that's actual time or just me.
Zoning out.
Yeah.
What about 1,000 years?
Now that would be an endeavor.
Speaking of 1,000 years, do you know what happened 1,000 years ago? Like almost exactly 1,000 years ago?
The city was founded.
Right. How exactly was it founded, and are there any negatives attached to its founding? Even just rumors.
I'm not
Can
a
we take a field
historian.
trip to go watch it?
Truth.
I don't have that kind of. Look, I can barely do a second. I don't think I can do 1,000
just
years.
take us a second into the past.
A second at a time.
Really, really, really quick. Yeah.
100,000 times.
Within the span of 1
Look,
second.
I'm naturally gifted in how much mana I can produce,
We can tell.
and even thank you, see, my man.
My man is bigger than you.
Even that would just deplete me. Even trying to go a second at a time for an hour. But an interesting concept, and I'll get back to my calculations on that.
Can you
Fantastic.
store your mana in an object? Never mind.
I
Bye.
mean, I could. But who needs that? I need all my mana for all my experiments. Goodbye, strange people that needed healing for some reason. He lifts his door up and reattaches it behind him.
I'm gonna slap him on his ass as he walks away.
This fucker.
Woohoo! You get a little static shock.
What
No
a show.
damage, brothers.
Static shot.
Static shock. That's where I learned about gun safety.
Fucking love static shot.
So the door seals behind him as he walks back in. Strange fellow.
What a dick. What a dick.
Yeah, no, he's definitely a dick. He really does not care about anyone besides himself and magic. That's why he didn't even help the other people that got hit by the lightning. Which is so cool. He only healed you because you asked him, or you threatened him technically, and he was like, "It's easier to heal you than deal with this."
Yeah, I fully realized we could have just gotten our shit wrecked. But.
We're going to continue on our way to the magic
Yeah,
district.
get the fuck out of here.
Oh! As your hair smolders, you run through the. Let's take a look. This is eerie. Through the experimental magic district, across the Aryan Road, and as you hit that main road, this is actually your first time.
The Aryan Road.
Yep, first
Yes.
time crossing it.
Why? What?
I didn't say one.
You like to look
I just clarified the name Aryan Road.
like AERIAN. Yep, that's how it ended up being. It's not spelled the same. It's like the Aryan Road. Technically, it's the pronunciation. But that confuses people. So Aryan.
It's your world. It's whatever you want it to
That
be.
might have to get renamed by the city. That's. Anyways, that's another one of the main roads.
Put your hand down.
Hey, it's like this. It's like this. Calm down. I'm the one who's worried the most about this.
Where's the Aryan Road? Oh, it's over. It's like, after how many, lefts and rights? Oh, it's just right after the third right.
Maybe not the best time.
Is there a good time?
Well, there are times better than this current time in history.
Or there's no better time.
No.
I think it
Also
depends
true.
on who you're pitching the thing to.
Well, the Aryan Road is another large road with main sewers, and these ones are gated, but they're rushing south.
Right. Cool.
Because you're on a hill. Everything's on a hill. Da-da-da-da-da. And
What's the vibe as we pass across this?
this is similar to the experimental magic district and really everything you've seen in the area so far, where it's scholars, people with parchment and robes, and some merchants, but even the merchants are carrying magical vials and scrolls and some about to be enchanted items and weapons, materials to make them. There aren't a lot of wagons going up the hill, just because it's kind of hard. And if they are, the wagons seem to be slightly glowing, like they're being helped up the hill.
Nice.
Makes sense.
Otherwise, it's kind of hard. They're also glowing if they're going down to break themselves against the hill. But these on the other main roads that you've crossed, the Currents Passage and what's the name of the other one? And the Avenue Vicarend. Where you go? Country roads. Where you go? To go. What was my point? Yes, those ones had more wagons.
Got it.
and more like carts and people pulling them because they're just flat.
Right.
But this is more people. As you cross over into the commercial magic district, get this to. The magic shops here seem more geared for the common folk. And magical stuff's still kind of expensive, so like a commoner couldn't buy stuff, but like middle class people probably buy some like potions or a scroll for something like a specific project they're trying to do.
Got it.
Those strange like noises and smells and poofs and colors and everything that you saw in the experimental magic district, all gone. Okay, nothing like that. It's very like mundane, as mundane as it can get for a magic district. But the shops seem a little more like stable, and it's not just magic shops. This is more like taverns with like families having food and people like
Right.
having a good time. It's just a general shop.
It's like a shopping shopping
Yeah.
center.
Mhm.
Okay. Like Mulder Village.
Yes,
Rip.
because it's on a hill. Yeah, that place is probably out of business.
It'll be fine.
Maybe. Maybe no.
He said, knowing elephants is losing $100K a month. It's fine. So
That's not good.
are there any that I guess clearly look like they're not like the average person? Like they're nicer?
So right now you're like a little bit of the ways up the hill,
Right.
but there's still more, and you can still like see the Mages Council towers. So where you are right now, definitely more like commercial, regular magic shops. Nothing that looks like official, like super. This is like, because it's so close to the general commercial district, it's like for the people.
Should we go higher?
Yep.
Higher!
Yes.
Yay.
As you ascend and go higher, I'm doing this, I'm not doing. As you go higher and higher, you see less and less like families and children, and it's more. It's. I'm never gonna make this. You see less and less families. People seem to be more like doing their work, like on their way to buy something very specific. And a few of the shops, as you pass, will have like a small insignia, like an M and a C overlapping at the bottom left corner of their sign.
Ooh, I bet it stands for Mages Council.
Yeah, it does.
Yep. They
Cool.
weren't very original. They were just like Mages Council.
Well, 1,000 years ago, I feel like there weren't that many insignias around, so you pretty much should,
Yeah.
They're probably like, this is awesome. Okay. Do you just want to go in one?
Yeah, let's stop in the first one and see what they have.
We go in the closest one. What's it called?
Aleos's Atrium.
Wingdings Nix.
No, that's more like the shops that you passed
Nick's
on the
Wingdings.
bottom. When you were closer to the family area, that was like
It's a restaurant.
scrolls and staffs, and Eltrill's elixirs and wonders. So this is Aleos's Atrium. It's very official. It's like a very clean storefront. You can see magic items like on very orderly shelves.
It's all glass, and there's like 3 long tables. With
Yes, it's yeah, kind of like a jewelry store.
all the same Apple Store.
Oh no. They don't have that kind of technology. They can't do that. Glass can be fairly easily shattered.
Cool. Okay, well, let's go inside.
Cool. You walk in, and there are not a lot of patrons in here. There's like 3 other people looking around, like very moving very slowly and carefully around the store. It's got a lot more open space than Filters and Fun. But at the far back is a like very prim, like half elf, with hands folded, standing at a counter, and just like watching everyone. He doesn't go and help people. He's just looking.
I'd like to start perusing the items.
I also want to know what's in here.
So every item has its own like space. Most of what you're seeing in here are on the higher end of the like commonly available magic items for people. So like if you're looking, most of these they do have prices next to them. Most of them are in the like 300 to 400 gold piece range. So you're seeing like a gem of brightness just sitting in a little pedestal under some glass. You would see a ring of mind shielding on a little like a felt pedestal, not pedestal, but like, you know,
Cushion.
yes, a cushion. You would see an immovable rod lying sideways on a shelf. And
Is that the
a
thing
wand
that,
of
like-
secrets.
Wait, what is a wand
Those
of
are just a
secrets?
few of the things that
What's
are
a
in
wand
here.
of secrets?
A wand of secrets is a wand that has secrets.
Yo, I bet a movable rod would be like crazy helpful.
Wand of
So can you
secrets.
like put it in place and then like it just makes it stop and it stays there and you get like
The wand finds secret doors or
spacious.
traps near you.
like on the charge system.
Yes.
Are they permanent charges? Like they recover
They
overnight?
regain 1d3 at dawn.
23.
Yep.
So it has 3 charges.
Yes.
What is and do you just like use a charge and within 60 feet it tells you if there's a door? Or there's a door 30?
30 feet.
How much is it?
400 gold pieces.
That's a lot. I prefer the method of taking a warhammer and just hitting every 3 feet along a wall until something happens.
And so you get blasted with fire.
Kyoto punches! Kyoto punch! How much is the immovable rod?
Also 400.
I'd like to go to the counter and engage the half elf that is
Also,
moving
yes.
so pensively.
So you're both engaging him.
Yeah, yeah,
Who's gonna talk first?
Go for it.
Hey there,
I just want to
bud.
be there because we both have the.
From muscle.
No, just because we both have the thing that
Items.
lets us buy better items, so I want to also be there to hear what the better items are going to be.
He looks down at you, and then up at you, and then up at the construct, and goes,
Kyoto ways.
"How may I help you?"
We're looking for some stuff. So you've got some writs here, and it looks like you got some really nice stuff here, but we're looking for a little bit nicer stuff.
Writs. Most people have writs of passage into the city.
No,
That's
we have a written permission by Zaldash to buy 1 cool item each.
I don't know who Zaldash is, but if you show me these writs of something, I can tell you what they might mean.
We show
Slap
him.
it on the counter.
Do you slap yours? Do you also
I just
show
like
yours?
hold mine up.
Okay. He looks at both of them and goes, "Ah. Well,
Wait,
these
hold
give
on.
you special permission.
What is it? What does it say exactly? Who like signed this shit?
These are signed by eminent members of the Mages Council,
Got it.
giving you permission to purchase some more powerful items.
Yay, powder.
And
Okay.
you can only buy these things at a certified shop like mine.
Do you have the same powerful items as other shops?
We have to requisition them from the Mages Council. That's why we need the writs to say this is usable.
Okay,
So I have a few things in stock, but I can get anything that's on the restricted list.
so you have like a list of all the restricted items, and then
Correct.
we can pick one, and you'll get it sent here for us.
Correct. I'll need half of the payment up front though.
Right. Okay.
Yes, that is these pieces of paper.
Yes, if you have a list on hand by any
Yeah,
chance.
let's see that restricted list.
I don't have the list like printed out to give you,
That's fine.
but he does like pull out a small list and slide it over the table to you.
What's on the list?
I would
There's
like
a
to
whole bunch of stuff.
peruse the list for boots and gloves.
Okay.
I want to know most of it.
Can you give me like some things you're looking for?
Oh, not because this is hard for me because I don't really give a shit yet because I'm gonna care about the magic items a lot more in like 3 levels. So I'm,
Yours not easier than
Okay.
yeah, so I'm mostly here for Andre.
I'm looking for boots and gloves.
Essentially,
Okay, we want to
you
know
can-
about boots and gloves.
with minor limitations, you can purchase things from tables C and
You
G.
peruse boots and gloves, and I will be back.
Yeah.
C and G.
Yes. Ooh, dad noises.
Oh, mow the lawn.
That's us. Look. Yeah.
Oh!
Judo master. Kick punch.
Heel toe punch.
Hey, do you want anything from upstairs?
No, I'm feeling stuff. I like nothing. Nothingness is food. Nothingness fills my soul. Wow.
You should see an E, right?
G.
Oh, G.
Yeah.
G is much larger. Jesus.
Yeah, so G will probably have a few restrictions on like what's actually going to be there, but if you
So
like,
not the adamantite breastplate.
that's +2 light armor is going to be on there. So that's like, I don't think that's actually in the table there, but that's like in my version of it.
What's a dragon slayer?
Like, that's just the name of the item.
Yep.
Dragon Slayer. I think it's a sword. Yeah, it's a magic weapon. So it's a +1 sword that deals extra damage to dragons, which includes dragon turtles and wyverns.
What about Dragonborn?
Do Dragonborn have the type of actually, you know, I can answer that question myself.
I'm just curious. I don't really plan on getting it and fighting Dragonborns with it.
You may have to.
Anything on this page? Well, with an asterisk.
What about like boots of speed and boots of levitation?
Those are the two that I was particularly curious about.
Also, there's belts that could potentially help you.
Strength not so much, driven kind not so much based on
I just mean in general, like because you're already wearing.
the berserker axes on this list.
You can buy a berserker axe. Have fun.
Yeah, dagger of venom.
That's a good point. What's the dagger of venom?
I mean, right now you have a +1 dagger, so you know.
Oh, sure, yes.
So it might be better to not until I guess you don't have advanced yet, which is why you're going for boots.
Boots of levitation and speed are what I'm looking at. You can also look at things from table C.
Half-bred dragon.
Yeah, Dragonborn do not count.
Cool.
As much as we'd like them to.
Are you looking up the dagger?
I'm not.
Hey, what's the dagger of venom?
Dagger of Venom would probably not be obtainable.
Fair enough.
That's like a. They're probably not going to be selling like things that are clearly meant for evil assassin type stuff.
Got it.
As you're perusing through them, Alios will lean over and say, most of these are actually created by the Mages Council, primarily by the artificers. That's how they actually get the funds to do a lot of their experiments.
Oh, neat, bud.
Quite interesting.
How much does a decanter of water cost?
Can't see. Decanter
It's on table C. Sorry, decanter of endless water.
Endless water.
Endless water.
That's going to be. Look.
Hey,
That's
level
going to be 800 gold pieces.
At level 6, I can make you boots of the elven kind.
What does that mean?
What do you mean?
What does that mean?
Boots of elven kind? I assume probably the same thing as cloak of elven kind, but even more. Or like it. I can also make you gloves of thievery. I don't need it anyway.
No.
Wow, if you just get all of the elven kind of stuff, you would be untrackable.
Yo.
So, good sir, might you happen to have some boots of speed on hand?
Boots of speed.
Oh shit.
I will take a look. And he goes into a back room. Beyond notes. After a few minutes, he comes back with a pair of boots. He does have boots of speed. And he gingerly places them on the table. It says these would be priced at 600 gold pieces.
How much do you have?
You know, that is quite the price you have there for them, good sir.
Yes.
I do
That
acknowledge you're running a fair, endorsed business, but I think these might be worth more around the ballpark of 500 gold.
Unfortunately, I have to purchase these for a specific amount from the Mages Council to make any kind of profit. I have to sell them at this rate.
You sure? And I
Wait,
give him
you
these really
can-
big puppy dog eyes.
Make a persuasion check. Oh, maybe it'll do something cool.
Nope.
And then I say, are you really sure? Also make a perception check. Yeah, 15.
He looks at both of you and like nods slightly apologetically and says, "I'm truly sorry, but especially when we're talking about special permission items, I don't have that much wiggle room, to borrow a common term.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I plot down 600 gold.
Very good, sir. He takes the 600 gold and gives you boots of speed.
Sometimes I feel like we should have a bank.
You have bags of gold. You can just fill them with gold.
Yeah, but like, someone can take our bag and hold it.
Yeah. That's why you invest gold into items
Yeah.
and like carry those and hold those.
I kind of want an immovable rod.
Dude, it's really good.
I'm gonna get an immovable rod.
Yeah?
It's not gonna take my special permission thing. I'm gonna hold on to my special permission thing.
Yeah, it doesn't take a special.
I just want an immovable rod. 400?
Yes, 400.
Cool. I want it. Do I have to attune to it?
Let's see.
Yeah, it's a stick.
I'll check for the boots and the rod right while I'm at it.
I'm almost positive you have to attune to the boots.
Boots, yeah. Speed. Boots of speed require attunement.
Yeah.
I feel like a movable rod might actually.
What
I
is
have
the
it pulled up
price
right
of
here. It does not say requires two.
Nice.
No. No.
You've been quite helpful, good sir. I click my
Thank you.
Oh, no, never mind.
Pleasure doing business with you both.
I immediately sit down and take off my old shoes and put them on the counter and put on the new shoes and then just turn around and leave.
There's like a twinge of disgust as you take off your boots, but like you just paid him a bunch of money, so it's not gonna like tell you not to do that.
The strength
Touch.
check to move the rod is very high.
Yes.
It's a DC 30 strength check to move it because it takes no 8,000 pounds of force.
It's a cool stick.
Alrighty, Rue.
It's a cool stick.
We're gonna do some fun stuff. Ooh, we're gonna murder people with it.
Oh yeah.
What?
Said oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. What?
You can make some nunchucks with your movable rod.
I was just gonna like put it like mini feet up in the air and then make it not move, and then you can jump up and hang on to it in the darkness and then drop people.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's make sure it does that.
What do you mean? Oh, as
Then
if
it can just,
defying
like,
gravity.
hover.
As
Yeah,
if
yeah.
defying gravity, yeah. If all it did was sit on the ground immovable, it'd be the shittiest thing ever.
Because it
I
could be
would
used to like
have
keep a
so
door
much
open or
fun
something.
with that.
On the ground? Like Mjolnir,
Put it on the ground and be like, hey, I bet you 50 gold you can't move this stick.
right? Then they just push the
Okay,
button on
yeah,
the end
use
for
that.
like,
Yeah. That would be pretty cool.
yeah.
Cool. You got in your magic items. Anything else you want to do in Alios's atrium?
I'm
So
good.
you actually you said you headed out.
I
Right?
left.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
got your
yeah.
rod. Cool. Back out in the commercial magic district. And it's like mid-afternoon at this point. Spent a lot of time just like walking around, looking for stuff. What would you like to do next? Where would you like to go? The possibilities are endless.
Very true. That they are.
How far away is like out of the city north?
It would be on the other side of the hill.
How do you get up on the wall?
You would have to go look at a wall to figure that out.
From the top of the hill, can I see outside the wall, like over the wall?
We're not
Perhaps.
on the top of it.
Right now you're only like halfway up. So you can see like the tops
Where are
of the
we?
walls.
Halfway there. Okay.
Well, you're not close enough to the Dawn Guards, you're not living on a prairie yet.
What do you want to do? We can go try and murder the guy.
You can go exploring. You can go murder the guy. You got a billion
Here
things.
we go, killing again.
You can look on the maps.
I bet if we put
Got like 4 storylines.
the entire city on fire, that the girl would show up.
You know, the slumlord guy would also probably show up. The
Probably.
whole fucking city's on fire.
Yep.
My like saltiness is the fact that like we don't even know if that silver-haired girl is the girl that we're looking for. Like it probably is, but like if it's not, I'm gonna be salty. I wish we could ask that guy, the brother, because we didn't really ask what she looks like from the brother.
We got a very basic description, didn't we?
Does she have silver hair?
I don't think you guys got a description at all.
Yeah.
You didn't ask about. You asked about how to find her.
Yeah.
Like I watched it back. You guys just did
Yeah.
ask what she looks like.
Which is why when
But
you
you-
described it, I was like, fuck.
Did ask how to like contact him again. So you
Right.
have your scroll of
But it's a
sending.
one-time use thing.
So he said scroll of sending is for like immediate if you need to get me, but you can use a courier to try and find him.
Let's use that methy one.
Oh, yeah, Gorgo.
Zippy boy.
Yep.
Well, should we go to the... Should we go to the merchant's quarters, send like a message being like, hey, we forgot to ask for a description, also have you heard anything else? And then go to the bar to try and like murder the guy?
Sounds like a plan. I'm gonna tap Peter on the leg, and then gesture for him to hold his arms up. And I'm gonna crawl into his arms, and then I'm gonna start tuning to the boots while we walk.
Nice.
Go.
Alright, so where exactly are you headed?
Merchant's
You said-
quarters. Merchant's guild.
Where's it go? How do you want to get there?
Not through the experimental magic quarter.
Good call. But okay, so you're you're
I'm
like
tuning.
here.
I'm not
Yeah.
studying this.
Or
I mean, you're gonna
down
see stuff.
through the
Aryan Way,
yes. the
Aryan Road. So it's like this.
South.
The merchants.
Is that the culinary district we go through?
Ooh, let's
You
just
could go through the culinary districts if you want. That's why I'm asking. Like, because you could also just go like straight to the Aryan Road, down to the Central Plaza, over and down.
Can we go through the culinary district and stop by that restaurant? Just to see what it's like?
The Rendera.
Yeah. I just want to see what it's
I
like.
don't know if it's actually a restaurant, but yeah, we can go check it out.
Cool.
I'm tuning the boots. It's gonna take me 4 hours. I
Yeah.
mean, the entire travel time is like
Can
45
I
minutes.
get you a
so-
drink?
So now it's all the Dashi all day.
Let's go.
It's my time to shine.
You basically get to lead because it's you and
Yeah,
Peter.
let's. I want to go to the culinary district and like basically as soon as we get. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah. You can walk down through the commercial magic district into the culinary district, and like as you're getting closer and closer, you see like more and more taverns and pubs, and then you start to see a few like restaurants, like places that are like just serving food and maybe some drinks. Most of it is seafood and fish, maybe some like nice meats and breads, but at least at the very edge of this culinary district, you're not seeing anything that's like high end
Right.
just yet.
I kind of like stop. Are there people like out front of the restaurants like calling you in kind of thing?
There's no like
Have
callers.
you been to like Chinatown, like in San Francisco?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know how they're like,
Like,
the
oh,
fuck
come
in my
come
restaurant?
come in, yeah. No. In this area, people are just like going all around. All
Okay.
kinds of people are just like walking through the restaurants. No one's really like harking. Barking, I guess it would be. There's a word for it.
yeah, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, but no one really like needs to do that. People know that like,
What's it
they're
called?
here for the food.
Oh,
Just
the Rendera.
okay. I kind of like go up to somebody who's not like bustling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a guy with an open. He's wearing those like white linen clothes that you saw. Not the linens.
Not the merchant
The white
clothes.
robes, yeah.
Merchant clothes.
Not merchant clothes. The clothes of the people you saw in the dock market
Oh, okay.
who were like wearing white, but they were like tighter clothes,
Right.
and they were just like buying a bunch of fish and stuff.
Right.
And he's like leaned back against the wall, chewing on something, like the
Got it.
the piece of clothing like open, just like watching people walk around.
We're just like having a good break.
Yeah, great break. What's going on?
Finish all your prep work.
Yeah, we're pretty much ready.
That's good.
Can I help you?
I was just wondering where the Rendera is.
Ah,
It's a
fancy,
It's a
right?
restaurant, right?
Yeah, fancy.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Cool.
Rendera's probably one of the best in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a table there or something?
No, I know one of the cooks. I think.
Oh.
Yeah. I sold her some like exotic meat, and she told me to come check it out. So I figured I had free time this afternoon.
Exotic meat. What kind of meat?
It's crocodile.
Crocodile. Oh. You
Yeah.
got any more?
No, I don't. She had it all, but I was I'll probably be
Gotta make a
getting
great
more.
stew.
I'll probably be getting more pretty soon.
You let me know.
Yeah.
Name's Anton. He reaches out to like shake your hand.
Yeah, I should get
Yeah. Come find me anytime.
What's the
Anton's
name?
Restera. That's my bar.
What?
Sorry, not a bar. It used to run a bar. It's not a bar. It's a restaurant.
What's it called?
Anton's Ristera. Ristera. Oh, he's looking for new dishes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll swing by if I have some more.
Right? Have fun at Rendera. It's just over that way. And he gives you the
Cool. Thank you.
The way that he pointed you is further east than where you are right now.
Okay.
Cool. You're just gonna head over that way?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you head over that way, and as you go, the people and the restaurants seem to be getting a little more refined. They're not as like tightly packed next to each other. There's like more space. There's more like glass, and the architecture is more fine, and there's like more color and everything that's going on. And eventually, as you're walking down this road, you see a very large, resplendent restaurant where the entire building is white with traces of blue along like the moldings and the like windowsills, and in like flowing script on a white sign, the script is black. It says Rendera. There are a few like finely dressed people walking in. There's no one in common clothes like trying to go in there. There are no chefs standing up front. It's like you can look inside and see that the people there are like well-to-do.
Is there a maitre d'/host?
When you look inside, you can see that there is a younger, slender human woman, black hair, standing at a podium of white stone.
We're gonna go inside.
Are you gonna bring Pyotr and Andrea with you?
No, they can hang out outside.
Okay. So as you just walk in, the young girl walks around the desk and goes, sorry, what are you here for?
I know one of the chefs.
Who?
I don't. Do I know her name?
There's no note.
Yeah, sorry. It's
I don't know her
you're
name,
not
but I'm a food supplier.
Okay, well, if you're a food supplier, please go around the back, and someone will come and talk to you eventually.
Perfect. Thank
I'll
you
tell
very
them
much.
you're waiting. What are you supplying? What
Meat.
shipment is this?
Meat. I'm not delivering a shipment, but I'm. Oh, fuck, I can't. I've like lost all the words in my fucking head. I'm a vendor representative. With just like a list of our products for the next month and quarter.
Okay, I'll send someone back.
Thanks.
Thank you. And she like watches you as she moves back to her post.
I'm gonna go around to the back door.
So because you got like some of the way in, you were able to take a look around the restaurant, and it's got that whole like white stone built out of the ground theme with those traces of blue, and you can see that most of the dishes that were coming out to people were like very finely crafted, like seafood and fish. Yes, and a few interesting glasses, drinks that had colors that could change. So as you go around back, there's lots of composting food in the alleyways. But you go back behind the restaurant, and eventually the chef who bought the crocodile meat from you comes out of the door. She looks and goes, "Oh, crocodile guy, yeah. That was kind of a while ago. You actually came around. What's going on?"
No, I just had some free time this afternoon and thought I'd check it out. I didn't realize it was so impressive.
I did tell you it's one of the best.
Yeah. Also, what's your name?
Name? Sophia.
Sophia. I'm Fitashi.
Nice
The
to meet you.
small one that was with me before. He's out front.
Your
His
son.
name's Andre. Yeah.
Yeah. Tashi's an interesting name.
Nice.
Oh, hold
so-
on. 1 second. And she runs back in, and like a few minutes later, comes out with a plate of like that rainbow fish,
Yes.
filleted and slightly seared. So thank you for that crocodile meat. It's sold very well. People are very impressed.
Good. I'm
So
glad.
here's one of our specialties. Just a little thank you.
Awesome. I want to take a bite of it.
It tastes so good.
Okay.
Just like bursting with flavor. Oh.
Awesome. This is like, this is amazing. It's really brilliant. I'm gonna
We do our best.
have a couple bites now, but I'm gonna save it because I want Andre to try it as well. Because he just like really
Yeah,
fucking
fair.
loves fish. Really loves fish.
It's unusual for a kid. Most of the time, they don't really like fish.
He's weird. He's a weird kid. Listen, if I get more crocodile meat or any other kind of meat, do you want me to come here to you to sell it to you?
I mean, if you don't mind, that would be amazing. That saves me a trip to the dog market.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure,
just
easy.
next time if you go in the door, I heard that you didn't really know who you're talking to. Ask for Sophia.
Okay.
I'll come and get you. Come talk to you. Maybe just bring you back in the kitchen if you've got the actual like supplies on you, so I can show you where we're putting it.
Cool.
Yeah. Anything else I can help you with?
Not that I can think of. What were the things that were changing colors? Like cocktails?
Yeah. Yeah. I mentioned that in passing last time, but
Do you have like a magic
yeah.
bartender?
yeah, we like to call him Magic.
That's concerning.
He's the secret behind why our drinks are so good. Why they're magic. And I mean, Aaliyah and Eris love him. He's their favorite.
Who are Leah and Eris?
Oh, the owners.
Oh, okay.
They're a married couple.
Cool.
Is that
I can say I don't
don't,
want to hold you
uh,
from your dinner service. I know that it's about to start.
right? Yeah, we're starting prep. Yeah, these were some
You're
of the like,
starting prep?
We're starting the final phase of prep for dinner service. Yeah. I've watched enough Kids Table to somewhat know what I'm talking about. Just a little bit. I know prep
Just start
started.
sweating a little bit when we went into the restaurant industry.
Alright.
Have a good dinner service.
Thank you. Oh, and he should, your son should probably eat that fairly quickly. It's not gonna last forever.
Yeah, he'll eat it like right now.
Cool.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
She walks back into the restaurant.
Cool.
And the door almost seems like it blends into the stone it's made of.
Sick.
It's a cool place.
Yeah. When you go out front, describe a tuning to me. Like, does each have to like really pay attention to it?
So with tuning, you're essentially like trying to use it.
Right.
So like if it's a sword, you're like swinging it around, trying to get used to like the feeling.
While trying to like put your magic into it, kind of.
Yeah. So you got boots of speed, right? So you've basically just been like sitting there, like like massaging your toes and like moving the boots together, trying to like click thing to get the feeling of it.
It activates on heel click, so
Right.
Nice.
Yes, that's why I said that. G'day. So actually, when Tatashi's been talking, you'd probably be like, what, running around?
Wind sprints.
Yeah, doing like wind sprints. And,
Cool. I guess I'm saying like, can you just like stop and eat the food and then go back to it?
yeah, it doesn't have to be like
This seems
all the
reasonable.
fucking time. It's just like he's spending a decent amount of time like testing the magic of it
Okay.
and getting used to it.
Like,
as he runs the corner, I'm going to immediately notice the fish that he's getting, the smell of it, and just run the fuck to him and immediately devour the food.
hey
That's-
bud, bought this for
Roll!
you. It's cool.
It's
You're
the
fucking welcome.
best fish you've ever tasted in your entire life.
You're like a cat eating tuna, now you're addicted and won't eat other food. And you're
Yes.
That's so stupid funny.
Yeah. You're not like
We're
hooked, but, you know.
we're gonna become friends with these people, right? We're gonna
I am friends with her now.
eat their food more.
Yeah. We just have to bring them like rare and exotic fish, and that also means like if we get our hands on rainbow fish, if you don't eat it, we can bring it here and trade it for the cooked brilliant version of the rainbow fish, and it'll be even. Like, remember this flavor when we get our hands on some of the rainbow fish and how much better it is now.
It'll be hard, but we can try.
I'll just put it in my bag. I'll have Piotr hold the bag of holding. Okay.
Oh.
I go back to my like jogging with a smile on my face.
Like, while we walk, you just run circles around us.
Yeah.
We gonna go to the merchant quarter, merchant's guild.
Cool. So you're gonna be passing from culinary. You just want to do like a direct, as
Yep.
direct to diagonal as you can.
Yep.
Just going. Do you want to pass through Central Plaza?
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
Cool. So, moving south from culinary district, you're going back towards like nice restaurants, but nothing close to Rendera.
Right.
That's like rarefied air. And then eventually you end up in an area that's just, it's almost all shops with like apartments on top. And there's hundreds and really thousands of people as you're running around through this area. People are just like buying everything they can. There are stalls everywhere selling food, like walking things. Sorry, walking food. You know, like little snacks.
Right as we get into right as we like start to enter the central plaza, I want to get on Piotr's shoulders.
Like Piotr can carry him because he's tiny. Even just like a regular human, is Piotr able to do that?
Yeah. Also, regular humans able to carry another regular human on their shoulders.
Depends on their strength score.
Does he have to roll?
'Cause
a
it's like
strength check?
What's his strength score? Because there's like a
14.
carrying capacity.
14.
Let me see. I feel like it's strength times like 100. Carrying capacity.
I mean, if strength times 100, you can hold 1,400 pounds.
Which
So-
is, yeah, that's way too carrying capacity, lifting, carrying. Searching. I'm slower than Google, but I'm also not as entertaining. Carrying capacity, strength times 15. So, Cocklewater.
Yes. He can hold 210 pounds.
Yes.
Then he can hold me.
So you're able to get on to Pyotr's shoulders barely. Andre, you're gonna have to not be in his arms.
He's been running.
Yeah, you're running? Okay.
I just want to make a perception check with height advantage over everything.
Yes. Make a perception check.
Do I get to roll with advantage?
Yes. Andre, do you also want to do perception or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 20. Not a nat 20.
That's an 11.
You don't see very much.
Woo!
You just see other people like, whoa, whoa, and you look
A
up,
bunch of butts.
and like you see these gigantic arches over the like street that you're following, and that's about all you can see above the people. You are much higher, and you can see that the throngs of people all congregate in this massive open area that's ringed by a series of arches. And the center of it is a like small ring of stalls that are just like getting tons of business, and people are just running around. There's wagons, there's like other larger animals, the people are carrying the wagons. This is just like a huge space for traffic, for people from all over the city to congregate and move around. You can tell that the stalls in the center are like every other one is food, and then the other one, like the ones that aren't food, are like trinkets. So probably not like actually useful things, but like cool for kids.
Right.
And that past those, there are a number of moderately high-end shops, things that are like Nordstrom.
Okay.
So not like high end, but like these are nice stores.
Okay.
That's about as much as you get from your 20. That's not a
About the arches.
yes.
So, like, if this is the plaza, right?
Yep.
Are the arches, like, to the center, or are they around the outside?
Around, and like from each arch, a like larger road leads. So the largest arches are the 4
Okay.
in the cardinal directions,
Got it.
and then there's an arch here, 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 here.
Where the
With smaller roads that lead that way.
do the are there other arches other places?
Nope. This is the first time you've actually seen like arches specifically built for aesthetic reasons. Like you might
Okay.
see like
And these arches were
archway.
clearly just made for aesthetic reasons.
Yes,
Okay.
very clearly.
Okay.
They're not like supporting anything. They're just like
They're supporting themselves.
they're made to look like gateways to different like directions.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Like made when the plaza was made with the intention of being the central plaza.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So the central plaza is not. It's not from the founding of the city,
Right.
because the founding is the Mages Council.
Right. Tomorrow I should go to the Maze Council then.
What's your curiosity?
History.
Cool.
Yeah.
He wants to dig under the hill.
Dig a hole. Cool. To the Merchants Guild.
Going back through the commercial district, this is more again of like the middle class people. They just like have smaller apartments, maybe some families. Nothing as bad as the slums, but like the people that you saw around the Rendera would never come here. They
Right.
never go like south of the plaza.
Blasphemy.
And eventually you make your way to the Merchant's Guild. Hooray! See the couriers running in and out, a few merchants slowly walking into and out of the building.
I look for Dovahkiin. What's his name? Gordon.
Oh,
That one was kind of close.
It was very close. You're almost there.
Gorgo.
Gorgo.
Yeah. Gorgo. Let's find out if Gorgo's there. Yep. You can easily spot Gorgo. He is
Oi,
just, like, kind
Gorgo!
of flitting around. Oh! Ah, you're back!
Yeah, come here.
Coming! And he like runs
What
through
did
the
we-
crowd.
What did we have him doing? We're keeping an ear out for. Oh, hey, have you heard anything about the girl we told you about?
We didn't tell him about it. We told Zalvish, and
I think
Zalvish
we also
passed
told
it
him.
along to his. I don't think we told him.
I told him to keep an eye out for something.
You told Zaldish to keep an eye out.
It was Zalvish.
Okay.
You told Zaldish to tell the couriers.
Hey, buddy. Hey.
Yes, yes. Any jobs? Some more gold?
Maybe not gold. This isn't really that, like, crucial. But
Fair, fair.
I would love if you take a message to a guy. His name is.
Elios.
Elios.
Yes. Where is he?
He is in.
Yeah, we don't fucking know.
I think he went home.
He said he would just keep searching.
I don't know. The city?
He's in the city.
The fee for finding someone is a gold. Finding and delivering their message, 1 gold. If you know where they are, I'll go for a silver piece, but I can find them. Oh, I can find them. I found that guy. You know?
That's a like 1,000% markup.
100.
What does that mark up?
100%
To
markup.
find a
would be-
person that you don't know where.
No, it's a 100 times markup. 100% markup would be the additional amount that itself added on.
Yeah. So it's a
That'd be 2 gold or 2 silver. So it's 1,000%
No, it's
markup.
10,000.
10,000% markup.
Wait, no. It's a
It's a
1,000 because it's 10.
A 100% markup would be the same amount added on.
Hold
So
on.
1 silver at 100% markup would be 2 silver. Isn't 100 silver 1 gold?
That's what I'm looking at right now.
Oh,
Did you
shit.
say it's 100 times?
I think that's.
Yeah, so 100 times and 100% markup aren't the same thing.
Right.
10,000% markup on 100 times. That's why I swapped it to saying 100 times twice. But this argument had already started.
Gold piece for. Oh, okay.
It's up to you.
I wanted to be consistent, and I've kept the table, like the conversion rate, consistent. The price is the same.
I thought it was 100.
No, it's 10.
It's the only one that's 10,
Copper is 100 copper is 1 gold piece.
and 100 gold is a flat.
All of them are 10.
Wait. What?
So
what? Wait,
10
100 copper is a gold piece?
Yeah. 10 copper is 1 silver, 10 silver is 1 gold. 10 gold is 1 platinum.
We've been going up hundreds this whole time.
Have we?
We have.
We have.
Because that's what it's been like in every 50. Because if someone's like, hey, that's going to be like 20 silver, they don't say, hey, that's 2 gold.
I do.
Cool.
Fuck.
Well, I'll start doing that.
So if you have
That's awkward because someone's been like, hey, like, because like, I swear people have been like, that's 1 gold, and I'll be like, I'll give you 90 silver for it. And they're like, yeah. And then I go from 1 gold to 90 silver.
like in this game or in other games.
Other games. Probably in this game. Because right now I have 580 gold and 72 silver written down.
So you have 7 gold.
587 gold and 2
Yes.
silver. Oh, sorry, it's actually 7 silver because I have 57 copper written down.
Yes.
Neat.
So the thing is, like,
Alright.
the copper is more widely used, so it makes more sense to have like a bunch of it.
But
Because, like,
copper's
most-
not 100 per. It's 100 copper per gold.
Right, but it would make more sense to have 57 copper. Yeah, it's a cheap.
Right. If it's just tens, there's just no point in even having gold, silver, and copper. You could just have.
So I've just got 21 platinum.
I have 58 platinum.
You can change the money with people that want to, but like
So then where does EP come in?
EP is this weird thing where 5 silver is 1 EP. I actually haven't even mentioned it in this campaign because I just don't play with
this
it.
is just
EV is
as-
just like
as
this
an
dumb
idea,
currency
but
thing, right? Yeah.
what the fuck?
EP is like 2 EP is 1 GP.
Got
2 electrum is 1 gold. 5 silver is 1 electrum.
That's silly.
It's a PP.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
I want to see
I
the table.
We believe you. Well, it doesn't matter.
Or,
if we
yeah,
believe
it's not
you.
about
Yeah.
believing. I'm just like, if you want to look at it, all the
That's
numbers.
okay. It's not
Because
worth
they're helpful.
pulling with me.
Okay.
Okay, so I have 58 platinum, 7 gold, 7 silver, and 7 copper, which is pretty cool.
Neat.
Okay, then it's only 10 times more to have to find somebody, which is reasonable.
Yeah.
I, Fatashi, will give you, Gorgo, 1 gold to find this man, deliver my message, and then also return a message to the front desk here that I can pick up.
Friend race for that return. So 1 gold.
I
I'll keep it.
appreciate it.
Do you have the message?
Yeah, I just like quickly scroll out on parchment. Can I just like write down some real quick? I just
You
want to
can
write
use
down.
Pewter. It's like a.
Oh,
his
it's on his
back.
back. Yeah. I just want to write like, do you have a physical description of your sister and what she might be wearing? I think I might have spotted her 2 days ago. Also, do you have any additional information since we talked that would help us out? Hope you're well. Fatashi.
Wonderful. Any? What does he look like?
Also, I add to the note. This is Gorgo. He's already been paid for return mail. Don't give him any gold. He's lying.
Good call. Yeah, he definitely would have swindled her.
Absolutely. Yeah. Fuck this guy.
Gorgo
What
wants-
does he look like? Tall, noble-looking elf,
Cloaked.
cloaked.
Full elves. Kind of rare.
Yeah, it should be easy.
Alright. Should be able to find him.
Good luck.
Let's go! And he runs out the door.
Cool. Fuck, I was gonna tell him to look out for the girl. But I assume Zelda just told him to look for the girl.
Yep.
So.
Probably.
Okay. What time is it?
It is mid-afternoon.
It's mid-afternoon. Fuck.
But let's call it, it's towards the later end of that. So you'd almost be like late afternoon. It would be like 4:30.
How to disguise? Can I just change what I look like whenever the fuck I want?
I think you need to attune to it first.
I am attuned to it.
Okay.
I've been wearing it this whole time without a disguise active.
You make
Because it's
yourself,
tuned on the
including
boat.
your
Yeah.
clothing, armor, weapons, and other belongings on your person look different until the spell ends or until you use your action to dismiss it. You can seem 1 foot shorter or taller and can appear thin, fat, or in between. You can't change your body type, so you must adopt a form that has the same basic arrangement of limbs.
Oh fuck.
Otherwise, the extent of the illusion is up to you. The changes wrought by the spell fail to hold up to physical inspection. For example, if you use the spell to add a hat to your outfit, objects pass through the hat, and anyone who touches it would feel nothing, or would feel your head and hair. If you use this spell to appear thinner than you are,
That's just in the player's handbook.
the hand of someone who reaches out
Disguise
to
self.
touch you.
It's just a spell.
Okay.
If you want to look at it, yeah. So with a hat disguise, you can cast that as an action whenever you want.
So I can't like become a woman. Like I can't look like a woman.
There you go.
Oh, you could. Yeah.
It says you can't
A
change
woman?
your physical. Oh,
No,
so like, I can't look like a
basic-
centaur.
Number
Yes.
of
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, you can look like a woman that's about the same size, like roughly.
Okay.
Maybe like a little fatter, thinner, somewhat taller or shorter.
Okay, then I'm just gonna use it here to turn into a woman. Hair color, skin can stay the same. I'm fucking hot, so like it's cool.
Wow. Okay.
It's like canon that like these people are really attractive.
Fair.
So I just want to be a really beautiful woman.
You are a really beautiful woman.
I mean, in D&D. So
And I'm gonna swap my hat so I look like your daughter.
weird, but maybe it'll work in a fucked up way.
I don't know what you're about to do, but it's gonna be interesting. Right, you look like Tatashi's daughter, and you look like a woman of similar build and hair color and eyes and everything.
Sister.
Sister.
You can't. Yeah, you'll just be a much shorter sister.
You'd be a
Yeah.
much shorter sister.
Much younger.
Yeah.
So most people will.
I'll go
ask if
down
you're
to
her
like
daughter.
5'3".
Nope.
You said a foot.
Nope. Keep your height.
Why?
Because I bet he's gonna try and touch you.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Keep your physical stature as close to your body.
All the big things.
got it. And then I'm a 6'3". I'm a supermodel. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take out my bottle. I don't wanna. I'm gonna take out my bottle of razor wine.
We should do this not in the middle of the merchants. Guild.
Okay.
Yeah, you're literally you change in the middle of the Merchants Guild, and like
It's like Sailor Moon.
yeah. Actually, let me see if anyone noticed. No,
I don't really care if they notice. Like,
no one like noticed you just randomly changing.
Pure held up a towel. Made a change behind.
I'm just gonna leave this guy's self open over here.
Probably a good call.
Okay, well let's go
They can
like
do
around in a what?
They can do an intelligence check to see through our an investigation check to see through our disguise. By the way,
Okay.
just giving you a heads up.
Does like a distance change how effective it is?
It's a spell save DC of your spell save, whatever your thing is.
Good.
But it's not gonna be your DC because it's gonna be the actual object. Because it's the
Oh, 'cause
object
I'm
is
not
casting the spell.
casting this. Okay.
Correct.
What's the object's DC?
So it says while wearing this hat, you can use an action to cast the disguise self spell from it at will.
Yeah, I'm casting
Okay.
a spell. It's just letting me without knowing it or using a spell slot.
Right, but the spell itself, like you're activating the hat.
But it's being maintained by my magic, right?
No, it's being maintained by the hat. So the hat is imbued with the ability to cast that spell. So when it says like you cast that spell, it's like you're activating the hat.
Okay.
So how would a spell save DC work
Yeah.
in this situation?
Is it just a
Magic
default
item
12
like
or whatever?
That's a
Okay.
12. It's essentially made by the person that made it, but like slightly reduced. So it's like an 8 plus a 2 proficiency plus like 2. It's about 12.
Got it.
And like you can you can spend more gold to get even more powerful.
I mean, they have to have a reason to do an intelligence check, though, right?
Right. They're not gonna just randomly do it. If they're like trying to figure out who you are, they're gonna do it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's
It's
go
kinda
into the
weird.
alley.
Because that's how I see it in my mind.
That makes
is, like,
sense. I guess, like, if you're trying to figure out who someone is by looking at them, trying to, like, recognize who they are, that's not an intelligence check.
It's investigation.
It's an I guess, like, if... I don't know, because if I was trying to look at you to see if you are really who you are looking like, that's one, but not the
That's
same
not
as,
what
like...
they're looking for. So what they're gonna be investigating is like the glitches.
Got
the
it.
things like passing through you.
But I guess like
Or,
no
like,
one would be
hitting
looking for that if they were just trying to remember your face.
Right. No one's gonna do that randomly. People are gonna do that if like you're talking with them a lot and you get really
Right.
close to them.
Okay.
Or if like they touch you. Well, if they touch you, they know. But
Not necessarily.
if they
I mean, if I didn't like change like my shoulder width or anything like that, like if all I did was like
Right.
change my face,
yeah,
then I would. Okay. We're going
unless
into
you're,
the
like,
alley.
making out with them.
Right. That's not the plan.
Okay. Well, all right. Oh no, you're not gonna make out. Okay. That's fine. Just wanted some romance in the campaign.
I know, but it's okay.
Yeah, you're going into an alley after you've changed into mother and daughter. Well, sister and sister, but
Sister. I'm gonna take the bottle of razor wine, and I'm gonna like, how big are the 2 vials of poison?
they're about hand sized, each of
Oh,
them.
shit.
Just like you can hold it.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's why she said like spread it out over 3 soups for each.
That's not gonna happen. I'm gonna take. Do you have like any kind of empty container?
Nope.
I just want to save some of the razor wine.
You could ask for a picture where the bar is.
Nah, it's fine. I'm just gonna empty one of the poison vials into the razor wine bottle.
I'm just like thinking of the dimensions right now. Yeah, if it's half full,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like almost all of one of the bottles. There's
Yeah.
gonna be a little left over, but
Cool.
it's like
That's
almost
totally
all
fine.
things.
And then the razor wine bottle is full.
It's full. Correct. It does have a yellowish tint now. You can only tell because you've held it for a while, but like, because the bottle itself isn't like clear,
Right.
but it's slightly brown
Can
too.
I go up and smell the bottle and see what it smells like?
It smells still mostly like razor wine, still like grassy. You get like a little tang of alcohol in there. You can't tell the difference between how it was and how it is. Smells about the same.
Cool. To the bar. We know what bar they frequent, right?
He frequents bars between River
Yeah.
Ward and the Courier District, but not a specific one.
You got the house, you didn't get bar.
Okay.
Solish doesn't know that.
Well, let's go to the house.
Okay. He's probably been out doing shit all day, but so I doubt we'd catch him on his way to the bar. But
It's true. Do you want to go to his house and just like detect magic past it? Might
Yeah,
look
see
at
if
that.
he's got any
If there's
achievements
no
on it.
guards out front, if there are guards out front, we hide and then follow him to a bar and do the beats at
Yeah.
night.
yes, let's do that.
Okay. We're going to like a block before his house.
Cool. You make your way there, and you're technically above the southern slums.
Ooh,
It's not.
just outside.
Look at us
just
above the
outside.
southern slums.
Yeah.
You casuals.
So you do find you're a block away from where Zaldish told you that Halden's house would be. Let's just make sure that name is 100% correct because I'm 99% sure it
Yeah.
is.
This is Holden
Halden. Yep.
Caulfield.
Yes. Yeah. So you're about a block away.
I'm gonna
Are you?
hang
See
out.
anybody outside the door?
Yeah, can we see like his door?
you can see the gate in front of his door. Well, most of the houses are like pretty close to each other here. His is set back a little bit with a small gate, like a little tiny yard.
I'd like to
anyone out front?
look around really quickly, see if anybody's watching, and change my disguise to just a different girl.
Perception check. Do you also want to be looking?
21.
21.
That sounds like nah, I trust him.
While you're looking around, you can see off in the distance some guards, but they're wearing like the guard uniform of like the unit that Jarl works for, and they're just patrolling.
The guards, not
Yeah.
bodyguards.
They're probably not supposed to be in here, but like it's just above the slums, so they sometimes. But they're headed the other way from you, and there's no one out front guarding anything. You can also like try and see. You can see a little bit into the property too, and you don't see anyone. There are no lights coming from the house. It just seems empty.
So have this guys, you can choose it whenever you want.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
as an
realized
action.
there's no reason to change my disguise yet. I'll just do
Yeah,
it before we go
totally.
forward.
I'll change like to just like I'm gonna look like
Tony.
I'm gonna look like Jarl.
Oh, okay, yeah. Do the Jarl voice.
I don't remember what it was.
He's just like gravelly older man.
I'm gonna look like Gorgo.
I'm gonna walk past the doors and see what's going on.
Nice. You look like Gorgo.
Yeah, I look like Gorgo now.
No,
Voices!
before we go, I'm gonna ritual cast detect magic. It really hurts my throat.
Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah, I can't do that a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Yeah.
That's like you gotta be really hydrated. And I'm never really hydrated.
Yeah,
That's not
Wine hydrates you. Yeah, it totally works.
I don't need it.
Why? Cool.
Ritual cast detect magic.
Yes, because disguise self doesn't require concentration.
No, it doesn't.
Nice.
Then I want to just like walk past it.
Cool. You walk past, and even the range is, let me see, 30 or 60 feet?
60.
60. So you can detect a number of signals of abjuration magic
That's like
coming
alarm.
from the house. Yeah. That's like wards and protection stuff.
I want to pick up a rock.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it at his door. And then like right after I let go, I'm gonna like move down the block till I'm in front of like a different house.
Nothing happens.
Alright. Okay.
Andre, what are you doing while Vitashi tests the alarms?
I'm gonna run after the two guards.
Cool. They're not running. They're just like
I
walking.
know, but I need to like close
Catch
the
up.
gap.
Yeah. You can catch up with them pretty quickly.
I'm gonna go up and pull on one of their sleeves.
Yes. What do you need?
Hi, yeah, no, I've been sent for a message. I'm trying to find a Halden. I'm told that he goes to a bar around here somewhere.
Oh. Oh yeah. He lives around here. Oh, yeah. And the guards like talk to each other a bit, and they're like, huh. Hold on. I don't know. Where have you seen him? I don't know. I just tend to avoid him. He's kind of fucking crazy. But you know, my friend actually fought him at the Scrum and Drum. Yeah.
Oh wow, is he a scrappy guy?
Oh yeah, no, my friend got his ass beat.
Is your friend a guard?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Okay.
He said Halden's pretty good.
Well, I'll try and drop off my message as quick as I can then.
Good on you. Thanks for carrying.
Thanks.
And I run back
to the house. And what was the name of the bar again?
The Scrum and Drum.
Scrum and Drum.
That scares me.
Did you want to ask the guards anything else?
Yeah, where the Scrum and Drum
Yeah.
is.
Okay, they can
but,
tell you that. Yeah.
no, that was all that I was trying to.
Scrum and Drum is southern part of the courier's quarters, like right above Lifeline Lane. I think it's called Lifeline Lane. Lifeline Way. It's like what divides the warehouse district and the courier's quarters. I know, somebody may have found it.
Oh, okay, cool. Right under Lifeline Lane, right in the River Ward.
Oh, okay, River Ward. Yeah, River Ward.
And not as far as the warehouse district.
No, and it's north of Lifeline Lane. So it's
Oh,
like
north of so
yeah.
we're like right the fuck next to it then. Like it's
No.
just on the south side of the courier's quarters.
and you're further north than the courier's quarters because it's like courier's quarters. North of that is merchants, and you're like around where merchants is. So you have to
So
go.
we only have to go through like
Through the courier.
Yeah.
a short section of one of the maps.
Yes.
Considering how much we've walked today,
Yeah.
That's
This is
okay.
a considerably shorter distance. Yeah.
we're getting our steps in. Gonna hatch them eggs. That was a weird noise.
I think it was just like going. Yeah. It was that. Nothing like breaking. Grumble.
Ready on wing. Never seen Wayne's World.
Wow.
Yeah.
We should watch that tonight.
No.
No, we have The Witcher.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go there.
I think we found out the bar they might be at, or at least
Yeah.
one of them, and we can ask the barkeep if they'll be by tonight.
Okay.
I'm a little girl right now.
Voice from your
You're
Gorgo
not
right
Gorgo,
now.
you're Gorgo.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
right over here. This
That's
is
why they
fucking
said
nice.
like curry on.
Yeah.
They were like, thank you for currying.
Keep
Things like this.
crazy.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So I was like,
That
that's
worked out a
little
lot
hype.
better than I thought it would.
Yeah, a little girl
also,
they would have been like,
also because you said I have a message to deliver.
yeah,
So we're like, yeah, you're Gorgo.
Yep. Fantastic.
Gorgo and Earl.
Wait, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah. All right. You make your way down through the courier's quarters.
I would like to run at full speed. Should
Are you
be
gonna follow
about
at full speed?
90 feet per turn.
Man, you
is
don't
what I
game with
calculated.
our stats.
Boots of speed
Yes,
and my
boots of
feline
Oh,
agility.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Oh god, how much do they multiply? Yeah. He's gonna fall behind no matter, like, he can't run that fast.
Sentinel can
I
go
just want to
80
stretch my legs a
thing.
little bit. So I run like for 30 seconds and then I just post up and wait for him.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just follow. I'm gonna walk, so we
Okay,
have
you're
to
gonna
fucking wait.
Well, you continue this little dance all the way down the courier's quarters.
Every time I stop and wait, I start like tweaking around when Gorgo does, like try to scam some money from people.
Oh man.
Tweaking is right.
Eventually, through this method, you do make your way down to the edge of the southern edge of the courier's quarters, like right above Lifeline Lane. As you've gone down, it's gotten scummier and scummier. It's like the couriers are getting thinner, and they were already thin. So not so great.
These are some skeletons with some skin stretched over them, bud.
The bars
Moisturize
are-
me, moisturize me.
Pretty much. That's what they look like. You also notice that like the bars seem a little bit rougher and the shops are a little dingier. You make your way to the Scrum and Drum. It is bit above Lifeline Lane, and actually it's close enough that you can hear the traffic on the lane, and it's just 85% swears.
Nice.
It's just tons of like sailors, like coming in, moving like shipments through all the way to the Currents Passage. Sounds like a real rabble. At this point, it's closing in on like 5:30, 6 o'clock. Just like after the investigating and.
You might not want to walk into the bar where the guy is at, looking like Jarl, by the
Right.
way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna look like Gorgo.
That totally makes sense.
Fuck
I'll
it.
go like into an alley, like duck into an alley, and I'll look like fuck. I don't know. Ooh, the captain on the boat that we took up here.
Yes. Oh,
Shit, what was
he
his
has a
name?
name. Oh, let's see if you can find it.
Nope, I don't think I took it down because it would have been right next to Craston Marsh.
Right.
It's after Craston Marsh.
I know, but like
Yeah.
my next thing after Craston Marsh is gonna be. I mean, I have a note about the shipping things right next to it, and then it's stuff about Sarvel. Like, I just don't have it.
That's fair.
Based on my very personably organized thought
These
cloud.
words.
His name is Balam.
Balam. Balam.
Balam, and then Mar was his first mate.
Mar.
Remember
Is
Mar,
he
like-
related to Mulla?
I don't know.
All right.
He could be related.
I want to look like Balam.
Totally doable. You're an older man with gray hair and a thick beard.
Yay!
It's like suntanned skin.
Life goals.
Clearly like a sea.
Okay.
Go to Astoria, just become a sea captain.
I thought about it.
I'd like to
Not a bad idea.
briskly run into the bar.
I'm gonna follow him, just like normally.
I'd like to
Yeah,
run
right.
right up to the bar counter.
To the bar.
I want to look around
Into the
the
bar bar?
Yep, bar.
I want to look around the bar
All
and
right.
see what I can see.
Oh. I mean, so when both of you enter the bar, you can tell that like this is a dive.
Yep.
This
It's
is
the
like,
time.
it's dirty, it's grungy, it's mostly
It's Poland in
guys.
the 90s.
Yeah, kind of. It's mostly like big brawly dudes, and the bartender is also like a big burly guy, not half orc, just human, just like not like cut, but like thick muscle from like hauling kegs and beating the shit out of people. And the other people at the bar kind of look the same. Definitely a type that comes around here.
Any women?
There are a few women, and most of them look as hardy as the men, and like they could punch you out, beat the shit out of you.
Got it.
So they're like the men and women are definitely like hitting it off, but they also are doing contests of strength with each other.
Got it.
Arm wrestling, not.
Yeah, no, I figured.
It's athletic. So you come up to the bar. The bartender looks over at you.
I
Go your business.
yeah, yep. I'm looking for Halden. Halden. Have you seen him? Is he gonna be here tonight?
Hold him.
Where's he at?
Probably be here like an hour or so.
Hour
He was
or so?
gonna fight tonight.
He was in a fight where?
Oh no, he's gonna probably fight tonight.
Oh, what's that?
Comes and fights most nights.
Do you have sanctioned fights? Like agreed upon ahead of time fights?
Looking for a fight?
Looking to bet?
Alright. Back that way. You can see like a few people are heading towards that door and coming out of it. And if they're coming out of it, they're either like sweaty or they're like bleeding.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through the door.
I'm gonna follow him.
Cool. The door leads to like a very small. Actually, sorry, it's not that small because people wouldn't fit. But rickety stairs
Hey.
that you can hear like chanting coming from. Wait, I know what I want.
Nice.
You hear people down in the basement just chanting, and as you walk down, you see people like thronged around. And you can see some commotion in the middle. You're not really sure what's going on, but like people are like swaying around, and you see like coins exchanging hands. And then as you get closer, you can like hear the sound of like and then you see people beating the shit out of each other in the center. Scrum and drum! It's an underground fighting ring. Yeah, there's two guys just like duking it out in the middle. One of them is definitely like taking the worst of the beating, and after he just goes down, some other people like step in and go, whoa, 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 all right, and like half the crowd cheers, half of them boos, and they like pull the injured guy away, and the champion is just like, oh. He like walks off into the crowd, and then people are like kind of surging, waiting for like the next two fighters to get in the middle and like start going.
Can we tell based on how hard they were punching and how hard I've punched in the past how strong they might be?
These are similar to the patrons you saw at the top. They're burly, strong people. They're like fighters.
Got it.
They're not like the construct would do well.
Yeah,
Like,
I thought about
yeah.
it.
But like, no, these guys could like punch you out,
Fantastic.
guys and girls.
I would like to post up near the edge of the room and passively observe the flow of the crowd, see who's drinking, see who's going into fight, see what the general routine is for those who do fight.
Nice. So as you look around, people that go into the fights seem to be like ready to do that. Like when they're in the crowd, they're like they've already got their shirts off, or they're like prepping themselves. It's not like random people just into the middle. There are a few people that are definitely not fighting, and they're a little scrawnier than the rest. And they're the ones actually like taking bets, changing money, like making sure the gambling goes well. Oh, that's okay. I think appropriate is just this. So there's the money changers, the actual fighters. The rest of the crowd is just like drinking like there's no tomorrow. They're like pounding their glasses, and then they'll run upstairs. And actually, people will occasionally come down with just like fists full of mugs to like hand out to people. It's like some people are taking orders and going back up and coming down. Just a pretty rowdy crowd. It's not even that late either. It's like dinner time, and people are just beating the shit out of each other. Hitachi, what do you do as Andre surveys the crowd? Also,
Yeah, I kind of want to like get into it more.
yeah.
Like so that I'm like almost front row of the like circle.
Oh. Have you ever been in a mosh pit?
No.
Or close to the edge of one?
No. That makes me uncomfortable.
Yes.
Have I?
Mm-hmm.
When?
Who was it?
Glitch Mob?
Yeah, that.
Was people like kind of bumping into me a little bit?
Everybody but you was very engaged with that.
Oh. Yeah, that one girl told me to like smile, and I was
Yeah,
like,
she was
"Don't
trying
tell me
really
how to
hard.
enjoy music."
Yeah, she was trying really hard to get you to get engaged.
I know, she was some random girl with like smile and jump, and I was like, "I'm tired. Jumping's hard. I'm enormous. Like, fucking leave me alone."
I feel like Glitch Mob isn't like tired of music either. That's like
No, I was tired of jumping.
oh okay. I thought you were just like tired in general. I was like,
Well, yeah, it was late. Have you met
It was
me?
9 p.m.,
I just wanted to stand there and watch Glitch Mob concert.
That's
I don't want to jump around like an idiot and not listen. It was like it's hard for me. It's hard for me to jump around.
jump around.
I was like wearing a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
It was cold outside.
That was probably like close to a mosh pit. But so take that and like amplify it. And that's what you're gonna be feeling like at the edge of that crowd. Just like a lot of jostling, a lot of like swaying
That's
around. Yeah, but no one's gonna like push you into the ring.
Right. No one's like
That's-
flailing fists around.
Yeah, that's dedicated for the fighters. And
Right.
no one's like punching each other. They're just like
Because
they're
there's like
getting into
there's
it.
like a system.
They'll like
There's
slap
rules.
you on the
Right.
It's an underground fighting ring. There's like
Right.
rules.
I mean, like they're all there. There's like social rules. They're all there
Yes.
for the same reason to watch.
Exactly.
So okay, that's
Yep.
fine. I just want to like establish a baseline of being there before that.
Right, you look like ballin'. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do not stand out. It's like, where is Pyotr in all this? Like, what is he doing?
He can be like in the back, like in the corner.
Being.
See in the back,
That's fair.
just hanging out. Well,
Some like drunk guys definitely try to talk to him, and then they're like, and then they walk away. Because they like think he's a person at first, and they go, "What? You used to look like Gorgo, right?"
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna post it up in the back. Yeah, you have it's an enjoyable time. It's fun. There's a lot of energy in the crowd.
Right.
It's like pretty cool place, but people are also beating each other bloody.
do they like say the names of the fighters before they? Fight.
You can catch some names being said, but there's no like stop and announce. It's like Ados, Ero, fighting, and they're like woo, and they just start punching each other.
I kind of want to like start asking the people around me like, oh hey, what's his name? What's his name? And like talking about him. Like,
Yeah, a few of them will be able to like name the person, but most of them are like whoa, whoa.
Cool. Okay.
So you'll be able to like generally get some of the fighters' names,
Cool.
but none of them are balling.
I just want to like build a system of them getting used to me asking.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to pay attention to what the fighters do after they finish their fights.
Yeah, so if they're the loser, they get pulled out of like a small door in the back by like their friends. Yeah, not by like
Thrown
random
in the
people.
mud.
Like the people, like those people are like caring for them, but that's a place for the losers to like go and recover and try and not die. But the winners are normally like the winners. Some of them go back into the crowd and like jostle with everyone and like get congratulated. Some of them, if their match was closer, they'll like trudge back upstairs to just go get a beer and like settle with their winnings. Because the money changers give a cut to the fighter.
Right.
I'd like to go up to the upstairs section again and ask for a mug filled with a beverage.
Some kind of beer.
Yep.
No. They've only got 2 types of beer. They're not fancy.
Yep.
They've just got alcohol.
I'll take a beverage.
The bartender slams it down next to you and goes, "Copper." Sorry. Copper.
I'll give him the copper.
So to make the voice consistent with previous.
Yeah, here you go.
He takes the copper and like walks away. It's not a good beer, but it'll get you drunk. Just a little bit.
I take
Hey,
the beer and I sip it, but I don't drink the beer.
Yeah.
I just kind of like palm it.
shit.
Cradle it.
So you're nursing your beer. You're still like talking with the people.
Hanging out watching. Really just waiting for Holden to show up.
Mm-hmm. After doing this for like maybe hour and a half, you've probably gotten a second beer at this point if you want to.
Nope, I'm not really
Still
drinking it. I'm
nursing.
literally
Okay.
just holding it so people see me holding a beer.
You see a kind of middle-aged guy come through the door with like, he's big, with 3 other big dudes right behind him. And he like looks at the bartender and nods and heads to the back room.
I'm gonna put the beer on the counter and say, I'd like 3 more beers, please.
You got it. Bartender brings you 3 beers. Puts them in front of you.
3 copper on the counter. Grab up all 4 of them looking tiny arms and say, thanks a lot, sir! And run, and not run, cautiously go downstairs, giving them like birth.
You're in the crowd, and at a certain point, like people are fighting, and then you start hearing like a few people cheering, and when the fight's over, like more people look around, and just like a general cheer is coming from the crowd, as this guy like walks down the stairs with his 3 dudes, and a few people are going like, Holden, Holden, Holden. And he just like saunters down the stairs and over the crowd. And people are like clapping him on the back. The 3 guys behind him are kind of like trying to push them away a little bit. But he's like already taking off his shirt and just like tosses it to one of the guys behind him. You're coming down the stairs as you see this like happening with your mugs. Where are you gonna like post up, or are you gonna try to?
I'm gonna go
Go to
post
them.
up near Piotr and give him 2 of the
Nice.
beers.
Till like
Good call.
Yeah.
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 No worries.
Cool. So, this is obviously Holden. Very clear. He walks into the middle of the ring. It's like bare-chested. There are scars, like, all across his body.
What kind of bear?
He's got chest hair, and he's a black bear, yeah. And he, like, up until this point, he hasn't really said too much, and just looks around, and then he goes, "Whoa! Who wants to fight me?" People, like, cheering, like, "Woo!" He's a little bit like a rock star here. It's pretty intense.
Way.
The 3 guys that were around him, like, move back towards the edge. Like, one of them stays in the center to, like, be near Holden. The other 2, like, move back and start kind of patrolling the perimeter. It's like making sure nothing's fishy. So they are going to pass by you, Andre.
Cool. I'm just gonna mind my own business and like sip from one of my beers.
Fair enough. Tatashi, you're super close to the one guy that stayed and is like in the center. As Holden's like challenging the crowd, like come up and push a few people and be like, "Wow, what do you want to be doing?" Just like,
Just joining in the revelry and
Yeah.
chanting and like celebration kind of thing.
nice. One guy finally steps up. Looks pretty grizzled. Like also a fairly good fighter. Yeah, he saw us coming. And everyone goes like, fight, 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 fight. The money changers are running around, and almost no one's betting against Holden. Almost, the money changers love this, and like no one's putting really big bets because they're like, he's gonna win. So what you see in the middle is Holden like turns around and looks at the guy and walks up and does like clasped hands to the chest and releases. And then he doesn't put up fists. He just like shakes his arms and gets ready. The other guy runs at him and like does a punch towards his face, and he just like and hits him in the armpit. The guy like walks away shaking his arm, and Holden like dances a little bit and like punches him in the ribs, hits his kidney, gets the guy like dances around a little bit more, punch in the gut, and then finally 2 punches straight to the face, and then one more, and the guy just back into the crowd, blood gushing from his nose, and everyone fucking loses it, lose their minds. They're just like, ah! The guy, his like crony who was standing in the crowd, just like nods.
I'm gonna. Am I like 2 people away from his crony?
Yeah, I mean, depending on like 2 to 4, depending
Okay,
on where
I'm just
you
gonna
are.
kind of like bustle my way over to him during the celebration, and like while I'm like just an arm reach away, just like smack his shoulder and yell like your lad's quite a fighter. Look at him go.
He looks a little bit irritated at first, and he's like, "Fuck yeah, he is. He's the
And then
fucking
kind of
best."
and then I just kind of like disappear again, like go back into the group around the other way.
The guy just like nods and keeps looking at Halden. I was like still raring for a fight, trying to get things going. The people are going crazy. The 2 guys that were patrolling like stopped for a little bit to like look at. They just want to see like the end of the fight. They've seen it like a million times, but they wanted to. Nice. This time a younger guy comes in. He's like a little more alive, a little like definitely got good muscles, but not like bulky. And him and Halden square off. They actually have a like pretty good match. The younger guy is able to like dodge a lot of Halden's blows and like fend them off and block them, but eventually Halden gets like enough good shots in that the younger guy's like down on one knee, like can't get up. And Halden doesn't like execute style him. He just like does a lighter punch across the face to get him just like. And people take him away. The crowd goes crazy, and this, unless you guys want to do something, this just kind of continues for like maybe 3 or 4 total, like 1 or 2 more after them, and then Halden like raises his fists to the rest of the crowd and like walks away, bare chested, covered in other people's blood, and maybe like a little bit of his from a few like nicks and bruises. And him and his guys just like walk upstairs.
As they start to leave the crowd, I'm gonna kick Sentinel and gesture for him to follow me. And I'm gonna go up to him and bring the beers and be like, hey mister, hey, my dad really likes you. He can't talk, but he wanted to give you guys a round of beers. Here you go.
The 3 guys behind him like look around. Oh, thanks, kid. They take the beers and like start distributing them amongst themselves.
You were a great fighter, by the way. I really enjoyed watching you. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening.
Holland takes a quick look behind and goes, "Thanks, kid." Keeps going. He doesn't take the 3 beers. Go to his like thug guys.
There were 4 beers.
There were 4. Or is it 3?
I got 3 more, and I still had that first one.
I thought you were like nursing
You
that
just, like,
one and almost.
No, I literally just
Yeah.
wanted
Oh, okay.
to have a beer on
Yeah.
me.
Then Halden's gonna raise the beer to you and be like, "Thanks, kid." And they'll head upstairs. Katashi, what are you doing as they head out?
I wait until like after they've disappeared up the stairs, and then I'll just like go up the stairs.
Cool. So you two are gonna meet at the foot. of the stairs.
Pretty much, yeah.
And you just gonna do your own things. You're gonna plan with each other. Like you've been kind of doing your own things for a little while now, like a few hours.
Mm-hmm.
So you should probably like sync up. What's going on?
I guess like
What do you think?
okay, so I'm gonna like hang at the bar for a minute, and then if he drinks the beer, if they're like drinking the beer, I'm gonna like walk up with the bottle and cups and like put it down in front of them and be like, I haven't seen a fight like that in a decade. This is for you and your boys. And like nod at the one who like I had slapped the shoulder of earlier because he recognizes me. And then I'm gonna fucking leave. And like as soon as I get out the door and turn the corner, I'm gonna take the hat off. Because I like don't want to be.
I'm gonna leave with Peter and put him in an alley next to the bar, and then I'm gonna come back in with a different disguise.
Cool. So you can like watch what happens.
Yep.
Okay. I might come in with a different disguise. There's really no reason not to.
You built rapport with them though, so.
I'm saying like after I give him the alcohol, I know.
Got it. Yeah. Yep.
Then I could come back, but like, I'll probably come back.
We should probably confirm that you guys.
Yeah, you should definitely come back in, but I'll come back just as like me or just a different disguise, probably a different disguise.
Definitely different disguise.
Okay. Cool.
Great.
So I'm gonna go up the stairs, and like, when I get to the top of the stairs, like, where are they?
They're all sitting at the bar.
Like at the bar, not at a table or anything.
At the bar. Bar.
Is the bar just like one long bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
So close to the entranceway,
Right.
it's like, so entranceway, the bar goes like, and the bartender's like behind that. There's a lot of space for people.
Okay.
And then like smaller tables, but these guys are right at the bar.
Are they drinking?
Yeah, they're drinking the mugs of beer that Andre gave them, and like toasting each other and just like laughing and just generally feeling good, feeling pretty good.
Alright. I'm gonna like hang out like in the opposite, like not like corner, but like just around, not really near the bar. Just like kinda hang out a bit.
Cool. After a few minutes, the bartender actually comes with a big plate of bread and pork for the guys, and they just like dig into it, start feasting. So it's kind of their dinner.
After giving a few minutes, I head up the stairs with Piotr and shout to them, "Congratulations again, guys! You guys were wonderful!" And then head out the door with Piotr.
They all like give you a cheers with their beers, and then turn back to their dinner. They don't really see you or recognize you.
I'm gonna go up to the bar. I'm gonna go up like next to them, right, and like get kind of like up on a chair, and yell to the bartender like, 4 empty mugs, please.
Are you gonna stand on a chair and like do that, or you're like
Not like on the chair, but like get up on the chair, like sit on it, like 'cause they're raised
Yeah.
bar stools, right?
They're not raised much higher than a person
Oh, okay,
that sits, but yeah, you like post yourself up on one.
got it.
The bartender gives you like a nice and goes and
Or kind of like standing on the I want to stand on the
yeah.
footrest and
You're
be
like
on
trying
the bar.
to
Yeah.
get attention from the people around. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 4 guys hear that and they like kind of look at you for a second and then they're back to their thing. But the bartender comes back with 4 mugs.
Right. And I'm gonna pull out the bottle of racing wine and slam it on the counter. I'm gonna be like, "You know, lads, I haven't seen a fight that good in a fucking decade." And so you know what I'm gonna do? And I like uncork it and I just start pouring like a quarter of it in each one. Like, I'm gonna give you this, and then I'm gonna go to bed because I'm very old. Because I've seen a lot of fights over a lot of decades. So you enjoy this now and fight well tomorrow. And then I'm kind of like nod at the one that I like patted, that I like saw earlier. And then I'm gonna be like, good night all, and just like fucking leave. After like sliding them over to each person.
After depositing Piotr in the alley next to the bar, I'm gonna come back in looking like generic page. Courier.
Yeah.
Small halfling courier.
Cool. You're heading in as you're like leaving from that. And Alden goes, whoa, 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 old timer, come on, share the drinks with us.
No, I've had enough, and if I drink any more at this age, I won't be able to drink anything ever again. I'm sorry.
Well, it's your alcohol.
Old
Thank
folks can't hold their shit. Am I right?
Silence, Pipsqueak. Are you even allowed in here? And I just like...
Yeah, fuck you, old man.
How many times do I need to teach you this lesson, old man?
I love the young ones.
Oh my God. So Alden and the guys start grabbing the mugs as you pass each other. And they've all like got their mugs of razor wine ready as you're walking towards them. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go up to the bar, sit up on the bar, keep a few chairs, sit up on one of the bar stools a few chairs down from them, and hail down the barkeep asking for a beer,
He goes and gives you one.
dropping his copper on the counter.
Nice.
Don't ask, don't say anything, just exchange a copper for a beer.
You can see the guys looking at him at their mugs and being like, "Is that?" Like checking it out because it's not beer, and they're surprised that someone would just like give them razor wine. But then Halden like takes a sip and goes, "Yeah!" They all like clink their glasses
That's an expensive fucking kill.
and like just drink their mugs as fast as they can because the razor wine's fucking sick. And the bartender comes with your mug. And you sit there and you watch them. They order another round of beer.
I'm gonna change my disguise.
Nice.
And I'm gonna... I think Piotr's just still in the, like, alleyway, right? Because you can come with you, if you're a courier.
Yeah,
you
Piotr's
don't
still in
want
the
to be
alley.
there. Okay, he's gonna stay in the alley. I'm gonna change to look... fuck, I don't know. I'll change to look, change to look like Mala. See what trouble I can get into. I'll change to look like the young Dawnguard boy, but not in Dawnguard armor. Like the happy Dawnguard kid.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. And then I'll just go in and I'll just like sit in the corner, just at a table.
So after maybe like 20 minutes of this, as you're both watching them, they start like, and then they start vomiting uncontrollably. And okay, so
Hope they don't like survive and go after the ship captain because he was nice and that seems like a fucking horrible thing.
they start vomiting, and one of them like vomits up blood and passes out. The other two, one of like the thug guys,
Right.
the other two and Halden are both like vomiting, but they manage to like maintain their composure and like seem incredibly sick and like start like trying to get out of the bar, and they're like dragging their friend, but they're not dead.
Got it.
Maybe pretend to offer them the other one to hold it as like a elixir. Like, hey, it looks like you've been poisoned.
What time of night is it at this point?
I said,
Elixir.
yeah.
It's like 9:30.
As the sun set.
Yes, it's dark out.
As they're vomiting, I would like to shockedly get up and just like look in disgust at them and then quickly leave before they head out.
Nice. You see them.
I'll be behind them.
As soon as I leave the building, I'm gonna go to the next building between where the bar and his house is, and as quickly as I can climb on top of it.
You can definitely do that, and by the time you're on top, they are like out in the alleyway below you, just like hurling, trying to like see if their friend is okay, and like what's going on with him. And you manage to follow them out, and you're like out in the street right now. You can hear them in the alley, so you can see them. You can easily hear them.
Can I survey the street and see how many people there are aside from the?
Are they in the
Perception
alley
check.
or in the street?
They're in the alley.
Is it the same alley Piotr's in?
Right, you left them in the alley. Yes,
Cool.
Peter's in the alley, and you can see from the top.
I've got a perception check. 9.
You can see that there are a bunch of people on the street, but you don't really see anyone in the alley.
I'm gonna like rechange disguise into like an older wizard man who's like slender and like more like fragile looking, with like ornate blue and purple robes, but like with like tools like kind of jangling off of me and shit. Like a really fucking old artificer, basically.
Old dude. Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna turn the corner and be like, "Oh, there you are, you crazy little, I guess, big monstrosity. Come on, let's get out of here. I don't know why you're hiding in alleys." And Peter's kind of like, and like moves towards me.
Yeah. Cool. Peter definitely does that. They like barely pay you any attention.
Yeah.
Because they're vomiting everywhere. You're still on top of the building.
I'm gonna get right above them.
You can, while being on top of the building, like you can just. Okay. Yep. You're still at the entrance of the alleyway with you and Piotr. You can see him.
I can see him.
You can see Andre. They have not noticed him. They're distracted.
I'm gonna mind link with Andre and be like, "Are you planning on backstabbing?
I'm ready for it.
What do you want me to do?"
I see this going down one of two ways. Either you try and force feed them the rest of the drink, convincing them that you are providing an antidote, or I just kill him falling from the sky.
Do you want me
And
to
you-
try and feed him the antidote first, like right now?
Up to you.
If I can try that,
We gotta decide quick, one way or the other.
and then if they're like distracted, you can just fucking stab them.
Do it. Go.
Okay.
Now.
Oh boys, have you had a little bit too much to drink?
They try to respond to you, but they're still like, and they like kind of wave, like,
Oh.
go away.
Oh my word. You big one, big monstrosity. Go grab him, and I'm gonna jog over to him with Piotr, and I want Piotr to kind of like hold him, and gently just kind of like cradle him and be like, it looks like your boy's got the worst of it. I don't know what I can do for him, but if you drink this, it's kind of like hopefully it's a general cure-all for poison, and if this is too much alcohol, it might take care of that as well.
Halden looks at you with like an evil fucking glare and pushes your concoction aside. Goes, I'll be fine. Give it to him. Give it to him.
I don't
The
think
one on the ground.
I don't think I can get him to drink anything. Has he already coughed up blood?
Yep.
After there's already a lot of blood coming out, this isn't gonna stop poison. That's internal damage. There's nothing I can do about that with this. This'll just get the poison that hasn't acted yet out of your system.
Alright, fine. Fine. Give it to the rest. I'll take it last.
Alright. Just do a third, like I just kinda like help the other two drink a third of it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just like hold the last third. I just give the bottle, the last third to him.
He takes it and drinks it. I'll drink it. So.
Also, I'm gonna like step back like 30 feet, like slowly slink back into the darkness.
Fair. Holden almost immediately throws it back up.
Fuck this guy.
But one of the guys that drank the extra bit just almost like explodes out of mouth and the ass of just blood and like viscera just expelled from both ends and collapses on the ground. The other one just vomits even more and starts shitting himself with some blood, but he's technically alive. Technically alive, but in really, really bad shape. Holden just like looks at all of them on the ground and then looks at you and like tries to shove Piotr off of him. So, what the fuck did you give them?
Does he actually push Piotr back?
Oh yeah.
Like how far
so-
back?
Like, he tries to push him like 5 feet.
Once Piotr is out of range, I would like to fall from this guy down.
Okay. Yes.
If you use your, can you use your, you can't, can you use the second half of your movement as a disengage, like, on between Pierre's legs?
I can use it.
Behind, to the other side of
Falling.
Piotr.
I can use my cunning action as a disengage. That'll put me under Piotr.
Good, because he's a good wall.
Yep.
And I'm, I think, on the opposite side, and I can ray of like bolt of frost him. Actually, I'll just fucking light him on fire.
Make an acrobatics check, and that's going to determine whether or not you get sneak attack an advantage. And your like assassin stuff.
Okay, well, my acrobatics is a 10, but as long as I go before him in combat, I get advantage.
Right, but the thing is, like, you lose the advantage because you're falling from the sky and trying to like aim at something.
Got it.
That's what the acrobatics check is for, is to be like, can you aim at something and get that advantage of higher ground?
Got it.
So unfortunately, the 10 is not
Got it.
enough.
So he lands behind him.
Yeah, he lands behind him, but it's not subtle because he's falling from the sky above him,
Okay.
and so like he knows that you're there, so you can.
Stab him?
You know what? No, that's not even. I think that's roll initiative.
Yeah.
That's initiative. You're right behind him, so your surprise was to like get right behind him with that acrobatics check.
Okay.
So you might still go before him, depending on your initiative, but
Cool.
I can't. I
Yeah,
can't give
yeah,
you all that on a
that's-
10.
That's
It's like-
fine.
Initiative.
my first
Yep. You probably went first. Okay, and he goes right after you. Get your minis. I have a little, and this will probably be the last things we do tonight, but. Phew!
From all off, I don't need, I mean, we need this, but.
Yep.
Just, I need more.
So. This is gonna be,
I feel like we just use the piece of paper everywhere.
but this is big.
But there's no only an alleyway.
But it's fun! I like it!
We gotta stop putting on pieces back in here.
The alleyway is like this.
Oh, I got a third. That's neat. Okay.
Yeah.
Land it here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
And yeah. And the street would be like here.
Cool.
Of the three guys are like down around here.
Right.
They're not moving. So, who got the
19,
19?
15.
Andre is first. Yeah, not surprised.
And since he attacked before him,
Not surprised about having a rapier plunged into its back, is he?
No.
but don't you get advantage because you're attacking before him?
Yes. Because of the assassination.
You're fucking welcome.
15.
You should check that it hits.
Does a 25 hit?
Yes.
Sweet.
Yeah. And you're gonna fucking suck. That was a good roll. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
18 damage.
Nice. You're using the rapier?
Yeah.
You plunge your rapier into his side, and blood just spurts out as you pull it back, and you're like, oh! Holds onto his side. 18 damage?
Yeah.
That's so much. That's crazy.
I'm so
Okay.
sad he wasn't surprised.
Fitashi.
Nope, I'm not done yet.
Oh.
I'm gonna use my cunning action to disengage from him
Mm-hmm.
and then back up and
I don't have the other lens right there. That's just the indicator.
I'm gonna move around behind.
Yep. Fair. Fitashi.
I'm gonna cast Firebolt.
Cool.
Yeah, and I miss.
Okay.
And then I'm kind of just gonna take another that.
And then Piotr gets to go, right?
Sentinels gonna step up.
Oh, he just grapples.
I mean, he only just grapples when I want him to do grapples.
He just grapples by default.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, he dodges by default.
Yeah, his the attack I can have him do is Force Empowered Rend, which is a melee weapon attack plus 4 to hit. Yeah.
So let's see. So you're gonna take a bonus action to command him.
Yeah, I have to use my bonus action to tell him to Force Empowered Rend him.
Okay. That's what you want to do?
Yeah.
Cool.
So he's gonna step up and just fucking punch. With a 4, no, plus 4 to hit, and then do I get the strength plus something as well?
The strength is
No.
calculated into
Into the plus 4 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so 14.
14. The Steel Defender, like, punches at him, and he dodges out of the way.
Yep.
Alright.
Oh.
Swin's turn. From his sides, he's going to pull out 2 short swords. And he's going to attack the steel defender, the steel sentinel. Armor class is 15.
Yeah.
What's his hit points right now?
20. Wait, hold on. That's not right. 5 times 11 plus is 20 plus its constitution was 22. 26 hit points.
5 times.
My
your level's
level.
3.
I'm level 4. I'm level 4.
Yeah.
I'm level
With
4.
the stat boost.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, you're right.
Plus my intelligence mod is 4,
Yeah.
and his constitution modifier is 2.
Okay.
So 26.
Cool. So one of the short swords slams into the steel defender. And the other one swings wild as he gets from the rapier that was on the side. The steel defender.
Or from
if
the
it has
solvent
any-
that's in his body.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this better continue to be a factor.
Steel defender takes 4 damage.
Okay.
Sorry, 5 damage.
That's unacceptable.
That's too much damage. He is going to provoke an attack of opportunity to try and run away. He's gonna move 5 feet, do an attack first. Steel
Yeah.
defender.
Do I get to?
Oh,
Can I use my reaction for this round to use as a bonus action to command him to attack?
the steel defender has its own reaction.
That's but only deflect attack.
It just says it can use its reaction. It can use its reaction on its own, but the only action it can take is dodge, unless you tell it to.
But I can't tell it to because I don't. So can I use my reaction as a bonus action? Like, can I use a bonus action ability on my as a reaction? If it's just to tell him to punch him?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Because like that's not really brought up in this at all.
Mm.
Okay. 13.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit. Cool. He's gonna start heading towards the road. I'll give you a bit of a berth. He doesn't want to run into you. He just wants to get back into the road with the people, so he doesn't fucking die.
So
Back
you
up to Andre.
Totally catch him.
Yeah, I'm gonna tap my heels together.
Yeah, get within melee range to get a attack of opportunity.
He doesn't get it if he
If he
runs
runs
away.
again. Yeah, so he keeps running, he'll get one.
What's your speed?
And then I'm gonna try and stab him again.
Let me just 1 second. I'm gonna put his speed again. Cool, here we go. Stab away.
Yeah, I don't think a 13 hits based on previous communications.
What was it, 13? No.
Yeah.
Does not hit.
Fantastic.
Hitachi.
What did I roll when I rolled like a 4. Okay, that's why. I was like, didn't hit, I forgot. I fucking add 6 to my spell attacks and I don't keep forgetting that because like so much combat. Alright, I'm gonna use Firebolt.
Mm-hmm.
25!
Yeah. Yeah, your firebolt hits. It goes smash, smash, boom.
Math rocks good flipping clack.
I should use the better one. For fucking sake. 1 damage. And he's on fire.
Oh, he has to spend like an action to put it out.
Yeah.
You didn't, oh, you used all your things, yeah, bonus action, all that.
Also, does he burn more because he's full of alcohol and it's spilling out of him?
No.
What shit?
He's vomited most of it up.
That's bad.
That was the, when you gave him the third, he went,
Yeah.
Steel Sentinel.
Ooh, 40, I believe.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to tell Steel Sentinel to punch him in the face.
Punch him in the face.
Punch him in the face.
Attack.
He never moved away. So
9.
Nope. Halden just runs like, whoo, scooches back.
Do I get advantage because he's flanked?
Yes. Yeah, constructs get advantage. Is that 11?
Yeah.
No, it's not. He's out of the way. Whoa.
Juky boy.
Alright.
When we get attack of opportunities because he's running.
He's still got his short swords. He looks at the steel defender and then looks down at you and like does an evil grin. Swings at you. What's your AC?
17.
Wow, the exact same roll. Yeah, he misses both times. You manage to like duck and weave.
Duck, dodge, dodge,
And he's
Get-
going to.
dodge, roll.
Dodge, and dodge.
He's pretty confident in his abilities, and he just needs to get to the street to like get the fuck out of here.
He's gonna take his step this way, provokes attack of opportunity from you.
Advantage.
With flanking, yeah, with advantage.
God damn it.
Oh, does a 16 hit?
Ah, fuck. It's so high.
And so that's 5. So that's like 5, and then this makes it 10. And then he's gonna do 15. So he's gonna attack of opportunity from him.
With flanking.
Yes,
Exactly.
with advantage.
20.
Yes.
I have 16 on both, actually.
Alright, what the fuck is your attack actually? 1d8 plus 2 force damage.
Cool. $10 damage.
Ooh. That's a lot. He's taking a lot of damage. He is not looking good. Not looking good, but he's not dead.
And he's on fire. Oh, did he take burn damage during his turn?
Oh,
He's
yeah,
ignited.
because he spent his action trying to hit you.
Yeah.
Yep, so what was the burn damage?
I think it's 1d6. It's like an individual thing I have to look up. Hold on.
Okay.
It's because it's its own like status.
Mm-hmm.
Ignited and soaked. Ignited. For the end of each of its turns, an ignited creature takes 1d6 fire damage. This condition ends if it uses an action or becomes soaked.
He uses an action?
If you use
Oh,
an
two,
action
by
to
the way.
yeah.
So his turn's not done because he's gonna move again and provoke an attack of opportunity from you.
Do I think I can cast a spell to do like for that, right? A cantrip spell.
Double check.
Because cantrip
I
spells are like.
believe you can. It might need to be a. Let's see. Well, hello. Oh, I was just looking at opportunity attacks. In a fight, blah 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 blah. Excuse me, moves out of your reach to make an attack. His reaction to make one melee attack.
Okay.
So
I probably can't also just pull out my warhammer.
yeah.
Unarmed strike.
Yeah, I mean,
You
I'm
could
gonna.
unarmed
Why not?
strike.
There's no reason not to do an unarmed strike.
Yeah.
I just don't get a plus to anything
Yeah, it's just like a 1d4.
with advantage because he's flanked.
He's not
Oh, he's not
flanking,
flanking
he's-
anymore.
yeah.
Okay.
So just plus your Intelligence.
Hey.
Nice.
It's a
1d4.
1d4 plus
It's just 1d4.
not plus my intelligence because it's not a strength thing.
Well, the 1d4 doesn't get a bonus
Okay.
because you're not proficient with
4.
strengths. Whoa!
So dick.
That's so close. You strike him in the back, and he like and is just like bleeding and covered in vomit and in horrible condition, but he still makes it
Out to the road.
and just like starts asking for help. He can't shout. He's like the people around him don't seem to be paying him too much attention. And it's Andre's turn.
Just kill him.
So is the pink line the edge of
It's just he's
Yeah,
down the
this
road.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, the street. And it's not the big street, the Lifeline Lane, but it's like the street where like the bar is. It's like there are some people, but like not a whole ton.
go right up to the edge of the street and just try and stab him in the back.
No advantage, but
Oh, decent rolls.
That's a good roll.
26 hit.
Oh.
that is a hit. Roll regular damage. Is that a 10?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And it's a +5.
Plus 5.
It's so scary for anyone in the street. He's like, oh, oh.
You stab him right through the back. It doesn't come out the other side, it's like an up. And he like slouches back on top of you. Make a strength check.
Can
Actually, what's your strength?
10.
You're gonna make a strength check to see if you can like stop from falling down.
He
as
was
like,
running.
falls down
He was
on top.
running forward.
He stopped in the street
Oh,
to
right.
like try and
11.
cool. You managed to like hold him up, but he's like bleeding all over you, and he is no longer moving.
Is this something that I can pull him?
Is it like
Or am
my
I just
turn?
barely like holding him?
It's your turn and the Steel Sentinel's turn. You're like barely holding him. You're like, oh,
Got it.
fuck.
I mean,
fuck.
like with combat essentially over, I guess.
Yeah.
Can Steel Sentinel I both just run up, grab him, and dip back into the alley?
Yes.
Grab him. I don't give a fuck about his
Mhm.
body. We don't need the body. All right. I'm gonna grab Andre out of the way.
Mhm.
Steel Sentinel's gonna grab the body and put it in the bag of holding, the empty one.
Nice. So you drag him back into the alley.
I mean, I
No
really
one-
just have to grab him, drag him 5 feet, and then he's back on his feet. It's not like he like got knocked unconscious or anything.
Right, I'm talking about the body.
Oh, he's in the bag of holding.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Okay, fine.
No, no, you
Right,
have to
right.
drag him back into the alley. And luckily, no one notices you.
Oh.
So you manage to pull him back into the alley, put him in the bag of holding, and the three of you are clear.
We should stash the other 3 bodies in the bag of holding too.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
behind you. None of them are moving.
Do you have an empty bag of holding?
I can. I have them organized by type, but I don't need to.
Can you? Because they can not hold that much. Like we can put 2 bodies in each one.
Yep.
Okay, I'll take another. I'm gonna like coup de grace all of those bodies. Like make sure that they're like dead. Okay.
They are now dead.
Cool. And then I'll put another body in mine. And then I'll put 2 bodies in his.
2 dead bodies.
You successfully clear the alleyway of the bodies and make sure that everybody is dead. And at this point, it's like 11:30 at night.
I'd like to make the way back to the inn near the Merchants Guild.
Yeah.
Oh, is that in? Yeah.
I think like about halfway there in an alley, I want to like de-disguise.
I will redisguise as somebody else, but
Oh,
I'm now covered in
redisguise.
blood, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep it disguised so I don't look like I'm blood soaked.
I mean, if we're redisguising, our clothes are changing, so they can't tell we're covered in blood.
That's the point.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay.
That's
the
why
point
I'm
of the disguise,
disguising.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant you're redisguising because your new disguise will also be covered in blood, so you don't want anyone seeing that. Or seeing your actual person. Never mind. We're redisguising.
Yep.
I want to be a small farm boy.
I'm gonna be the cook from the first place. Hold on.
Anton?
Yeah, Anton.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anton of Anton's Vistera.
I wanna run away with him.
He's a swarthy man.
I like his accent.
Mm.
Yeah.
Cool. You successfully make your way back to the Hearthside Inn after your assassination.
I like to go up to the bar. Hey, barkeep, I'm just a little guy traveling around from out of town, but this fellow over here was asking for a place to stay. You think you could help him out here?
We've stayed like 4 nights here.
Yeah.
Oh, right, we're
You're one
different
of those
people.
people. Oh, sure. It's 2 gold pieces a person.
Oh, it's not for me. It's just for him. He
Just wait.
just needs a room. I'm just trying to put him up for the night.
Still 2 gold pieces a person.
I'm going home. I'm just
Yeah,
bringing him
yeah.
For
here.
him, yes.
It's still just
Oh.
2 gold per person.
Got it. Well, I'll let you settle up with him. I'm gonna go home. See ya. And I head out the door.
Farewell, Stray John.
Okay, yeah, so a room. Thanks. And I just like put 2 gold down.
He flips the gold at you. He takes the gold and like gives you a room, tells you which one to stay in. So you were just gonna, yeah.
I'm getting on the roof.
That's a good call. You're able to get on the roof.
So why is that a
Get to
good
your
call?
room. Save some money.
Oh. You know, like, because the room's gonna get murdered.
No.
I sleep in the closet and disguise my bed as pillows underneath it for the ring wraiths.
Mm. As you hide in the closet and fall asleep leaning on the wood and you on the roof, we end the session.
It's like, I knew this was coming, but if it was like, more bodyguards burst through the door. Like, fuck.
Oh!